play. These three words, they're the ones that I live by. With bug eyes, there's nothing that he can't find. We all fly, don't give Buckman the stink eye. Do or die, Schmuel Buckman's an old guy. Schmuel rock and roll, Schmuel rock and roll. Go toe to toe with Buckman, he will eat your freaking soul, no doubt. It's Schmuel rock and roll, it's Schmuel rock and roll, Schmuel rock and roll. We get buck with Buckman, we know you're up to something.
Hey, what's going on? It's me. It's Schmuel Buckman, and I'm on my deck. Ooh, scary close, scary close. All right, welcome everyone, and let's see if we can get this thing to work. It's been an interesting day. Yeah, I hope Stealth takes the link as well, and we are on. Yes, I am Schmuel Darkman tonight. I'm going to try to lean back. At some point, I screwed up and I should have brought a spare keyboard with me, so I'm not looking down at this one. Um, and let's rock and roll. All right. Welcome everyone. It's been uh, a very weird day for old Schmuely, but we can talk about that in a little while. And let's move on. I got Gent B is here. Young Old Vibes is here. Peanut Butter is here. And let's just say who else? Decline Host. Decline Host, Sam, you have crossed the line. You're obsessed. And A-logging Stealth at this point. I've gotten very bored with this beef. It should be settled privately. Well, we've sent Stealth the link and we can settle it privately right on here. I think that's what we need to do. Olive Moniker, before Schmuel popped on cam, I felt the need to type something mean to him. I felt the need to do that to myself. Olive, so thank you for that. All right. You look like a sicko. I feel like a sicko. So there we go. Chris Mack, conspiracist, and a bigot. There we go. Something about old man, junior, high facial hair. I have gray, what do you call it? I have gray hair. What's her name? Keanu keeps calling it transparent hair, but I refuse to do the JMO thing and dye what little beard that I have. So there we go. And yes, I'm down with the sickness. I'm down with the sickness. And Young Old Vibes is here. There's 44 of you here. I would all ask you to entertain yourselves while I run in and grab a keyboard, but I won't do that. I'm just going to go forward. So let's do the official start, which is memberships, please. $1.99. I think they're worth it and you'll enjoy them. Sunday night, we'll be back on with Quad and What's Your Point? And hit the like button. And hit the like button all the way we go. Yeah, somebody says I refuse to die. We'll get into that later. Maybe Lady KB can help me out, but some weird news today, and I don't know how I feel about it. So I was actually gonna not stream tonight, but Sam Bibley encouraged me. Blame him. Blame Sam for me being here, and I need to be able to lean back and watch this. And because I don't have anybody on, and I'm not using my normal audio set, I can't really hear myself in my ear. But there we go. Unbanned Josh Denny fan. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. But we can talk about it later. I don't think I'm going to die, but uh, it was sobering news at best. And um, I think the cigars and other stuff might need to go. So, but we can talk about it. Uh, Buck is cursed to walk this land for all time. I really feel like I died a long, long time ago. Um, there we go. Just DM it to me, Schmuel. Sure, sure. And decline hostess angle is crazy. Tell me about it. I have a my. I'm literally not prepared to do this. I didn't expect to be in Hoboken tonight. I thought I'd be back down at the shore, and so I had to hook this all up rather quickly because I wanted to be outside. And so this is as good as it gets. Uh, Tagged himself. Everybody knows I'm in. What do you call it? Everybody knows I'm in Hoboken. So that's the deal. But Hoboken is kind of it's a small city, but a big city. So come and find me. You wouldn't be the first person to find me. Somebody else has. Don't make Buck angry. You wouldn't like Buck when he gets angry. Speaking of angry, um, the big tweet for the day was Gino Bisconti saying, "Hey, buddy, let's do a stream together." Now, I'm paraphrasing because I assume he wants me to come on his, um, but we've got to work it out. I can't just jump on streams. So, so uh, Gent to be Schmiel, we were hit by a radioactive spider, bit by a radioactive spider. Uh, no, but I had a radioactive test yesterday, which they let me walk away from feeling it, saying it was all, you know, like no problem. And then I got home and my medical records, which had been at another facility, were transferred over. And apparently, there's like a major change between last year and this year. So I don't know whether I should be nervous or not, but I'm always here. So unbanned Josh Denny fan. Uh, Schmuel, I like how Schmuel always thinks what's big on Twitter for him is something everyone is aware of, but no one actually knows what he's talking about. Um, Unbanned Josh Denny fan. Okay, this is the process. I introduce these things, I throw them out, and then we move on. Oh, look at this. I sent Stealth the link, and apparently there's someone named Real Dr. Chow with no picture in the background. So I don't think we're going to put that on. I imagine that Stealth sent the link everywhere because it's what a pussy boy would do. And Lady KB, Penny is a queen. I don't give a fuck. Hey man, I I like the Penny. You know, I mean, we may not get along, but anybody that chases up, they left. Anybody that chases Chad off the air like that. I mean, how long has she been streaming? What, 6 months? The guy's been doing this for 25 years, and she chased him off. So there we go. Uh, and yeah, I guess sending Stealth the link was the incorrect thing to do because I'll be bombarded all night with some asshole um, doing it. All right, so the real Carl Chargers fan, you're showing your age. Gladys Kravitz was the nosy neighbor on Bewitched. The Bewitched ran what in the 60s, 70s? Maybe, I don't know about you kids, but it was on after school when I came home. It was common after school things. Hey, look, if you know stealth, send stealth to do it. So uh, there we go. Let's see if I can talk in the background. Speak, whoever you are. I can. Why is your name the real Dr. Chow? It's all right. You don't have to change it. But are you gonna come on? Are you gonna come on camera? Okay. Well, I mean, you're not gonna. All right. Well, yeah, I'll tell you what. Give me. Go try to go off and change your thing, and then you can come back on in a couple of minutes. Okay. No, I want you on. I mean, I want you on, and we'll take you without the camera if we have to. I just don't want to get fucked with. That's all, stealth. All right. So, I don't know how much you guys heard that in the background, but stealth is coming on. But stealth is what do you call it? I needed to change his name. It was his voice. He did talk, but he didn't have a camera. I'll probably let him on without the camera because he's had a rough morning, and you know how us sextagenarians are. We need to get it takes us time to get ready. So we'll go with that. But stealth will be here. Stealth will be here momentarily. Momentarily. All right. So Gino, who's been worrying with me forever, now wants me to stream with him. He's also been my buddy lately. But I have a feeling it's because he fucked up with Dave Sarah. So I have to ask Dave. Dave has to give permission for Stealth to come on. Not Stealth, for Gino to come on. All right, now here we go, guys. I'm adding him, and hopefully this goes great. And if I get porn bombed, I'll see you in a week. Uh, all right. Hang on a second there, Stealth. Hold on. Let's make sure you're up here. Uh, add to scene. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Stealth Chaos.
All right. First of all, apologies for not going full on camera. I wasn't expecting to do any streams or anything, so I'm not doing any on-camera stuff. But since you were kind enough to send me the link out of the blue, and I wasn't expecting it, I actually wrote you a little letter in DMs, but to say why I'm not coming on. But then I felt bad about it. Can I just give a shout out to Decline Host and Numero and a Just Any fan?
You certainly may. Of
Can I
course.
also? I hope I don't disappoint you by link begging in this way. But thanks a lot for the support, guys. I really appreciate you. And Schmuel, I have PTSD by people have invited me onto things, and then out of the blue fucking ambushed me and tried to humiliate me. So I do hope you're not going to pull one of those on me. But if you do, I understand why you're doing it. That's fair enough.
I am not and never have been an ambusher or a bomber or any of those things.
But if you
It's
did,
it's not my style. I wouldn't stealth. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want somebody to do it to me. And it's happened to me enough that I find it annoying. So,
But honestly,
uh,
if you did, look, I'm really interested in how my mic sounds because this is the first time I've ever got it to work anywhere.
well, you sound great to me, and I'm not hearing any complaints from the audience. So,
Well, every
uh,
time you must understand that every time I've ever streamed so far, I've been 2 foot away from a PowerBook Pro with no mic. So what happens is whenever I get into an argument, people just talk right over me and you can't hear me. So I've wasted a whole fucking year going on stream. So finally I've got a mic at least.
all right. Well, I don't intend to I don't intend on arguing anyway. I just want to find out what's going on.
No, but
So
you should.
I'm gonna let me start. Let me just start this way and just say that uh, Sam Bibley is a guy that I've worked with and done a lot of stuff with, and I know you guys have been having a beef, and I don't really know what that's all about, but
Well, you're asking the wrong
the
person.
well, let me finish. What's
Sorry.
really what's coming across is that there are people that seem to like you, and then there are people that seem to think you're a creepy old man who slides into women's DMs. And I want to give you a chance to sort of dissuade, whatever the word is I'm looking for. Uh, let's hear your side of what's going on here.
Well, did you read the DM my reply to you?
No, I did not.
Maybe I should. Oh, I can't.
I ca- I
Do you
can
want to?
right
Do you want
now
to just?
once I can right now once I find the
Yeah, me. I can
phone.
get it off my phone
But
if you
you
like.
don't. But no. Just stealth. Just go ahead and talk. I mean, there's enough known. Um,
Shmuel,
here.
honestly, I would rather you grilled me and held my feet to the fire rather than allowing me to just pontificate. And because honestly, I don't think I have anything at all to defend myself about. And I have no reason to. And also, honestly, you say some people don't like me, some people like me. I don't think very many people actually really like me, to be honest with you. I think most people don't like me, and I think that's fine because I'm an anomaly. I'm like a virus that's got into the body of the Dabbleverse, and the white blood cells are coming to absorb me. I don't think people should be liking me. I am an irritant, and people don't have to like me, and I'm cool with that. I'm not some idiot. I'm not a karmic ex who comes on screen and expects everyone to love him and then gets butthurt if people tell him he's a shitty singer. I come in here knowing that people are going to come for me, and that's fine. The thing about the cartoon dog, I don't give a fuck about him, and I really don't want to have to. I don't want to have to deal with them. And if they want to spend the whole life making videos about me, clipping me, talking shit about me, running around trying to humiliate me the whole with their free time, I just feel bad for them, honestly. But Schmuel, what I really care about is the fact there are psychos, there are sociopaths, there are horrible people on the planet, in our societies, in our Dabbleverse, and all they want to do is cause drama, humiliate people, talk shit about people. What kind of bothers me is that people do not call them out, do not put them in their place, and do not tell them to go fuck themselves. That bothers me slightly. That there is not a great deal of people saying, what the fuck is this guy's problem? Why is he so obsessed with this zilch, this person who he doesn't even stream? He ignores them in chats, and yet all he does is try to get the attention. But he does it to everybody. It's an intimidation tactic. Sorry for talking so much.
No, you're fine talking. I look.
bore myself, Schmuel, on the
I do
regular.
think that your view of yourself and what is actually happening are different. I mean, you come across to me as a guy who does pontificate, and
Yes.
you do act like, oh, I've got all of these, you've got all this wisdom and
Oh, I
all
never
this
said
stuff to
that.
go on.
Gnosis.
But
I
no,
have
but you
no.
sound. Let me finish. But you sound like that. You sound like that guy that wants to tell people, what to do and how to do it. But
Yes.
they don't see you having done those things. So it's
Yes.
like it just seems like the ramblings of an old man. And I mean,
Stop it.
I was watching the I saw it months ago, the thing with like the Annabelle thing. It
Yes.
definitely feels like
What?
uh, you're a little too into the young ladies here.
Okay, you blow my mind, Mr. Schmuel. Okay, decline host celebrates 1 month of membership. NJ Ranger said you a whole PDF protector. Yeah, you see, Schmuel, it's there you go. Schmuel, what are you doing, man? Let me read what I wrote to you, okay? Can I? You can do whatever you want to
Yeah, I
do.
mean, I just read it. It's
You've got to pin me down, or else I'm gonna like wriggle out of everything and just talk for hours about nothing. So you've really got to hold me to the fire, Shmuel. I expect you to really, stick it to me, baby.
well. Do you want me to read it? It says, I would actually like to talk to you to point out the parallels between what they tried to do to you and what they continually try to do to me. But I don't want to play their made up drama. Let them go beg for a while.
Yeah, so that's why I was going to refuse to come on today. Schmuel, why don't you see the parallels? I see the parallels between what they try to do to you regularly and what they try to do to me. Why is it that you don't see the parallels between what they're doing to me, the whole made-up Annabelle story, and what... Well, I shouldn't say it's a made-up story. There are definitely elements of truth, and I will definitely come clean about all the elements, and I'd be very happy to talk about it. And anybody that gives a platform for me to talk about it, I'm right there. I'm not shy about it, you know, unfortunately. I really should shut up and just... But Schmuel, why don't you see the parallels between people making up stories, like taking what you said and making up a bullshit narrative about it and saying he's a this and a that? And then when they do exactly the same thing to me, you can't see the fucking parallels. What the fuck is wrong with you, my droog?
Well, I don't play, look, I don't play along with their parallels. I heard you say about me that I was a nothing and that if it weren't for Mir, no one would know who I am. So,
So
you know,
that's not the same as casting sex aspersions about somebody's fucking, you know, like somebody's morality.
well, I mean, people look.
You
We
said
all
shit
get
about me. I don't give a fuss.
we all get morality pushes in this
You
thing,
don't see the
and
difference
people are going to think what people are going to think, and there's not much you can do about it. But I mean, I haven't made a playlist for anyone in the Dabbleverse, and if I did, it would be Genta. But
All right, my darling. Well,
but you
listen.
did make, did you not make like a love song list or something for Annabelle?
Yeah, no, I'm very happy to talk about it. But the thing is, Schmuel, why don't you know this information already? Why isn't this very old news that everybody already knows? Because I've talked to... You know how many times Clowntown have tried to do this to me? To make me, to humiliate me publicly for absolutely no reason about something that happened a year ago?
Well, I'm not trying to
Do you
humiliate
know
you.
how many
Number
times
one,
they've
I'm
done it?
no, whoa, whoa, whoa. Number one, I'm not trying to humiliate you, and
Not you,
two, I
Clowntown.
don't, I don't really know. I don't really know these things. That's why you're
Right,
on
that's
here.
painfully obvious. Okay, well, I'll answer any and all of your questions except for one thing. I will not share private DMs because I think people that share private DMs publicly are scumbags, and people that enable people that share private DMs publicly are also scumbags. Hi, Big W. Hope you're in the chats, buddy. But I will tell you, and I will also not share public information. I will not try to make people that are shitting on me look bad just to save myself, because I have a moral code, and I will not allow people who don't have a moral code, that are trying to humiliate me and talking shit about me. I will not allow them to rage bait me into talking shit about them and disclosing private harmful information that I receive confidentially from them. I will not do that. Also because I want this to fucking stop, because it's boring, tedious, made-up drama, which is just bollocks. And anybody that's into this crap is a moron. Okay, I want to answer your question now. Sorry for the digression. I'm a big fan of Karmic X. I don't know if you'd heard. Playlists, right. Okay, Schmuel, I have been a DJ throughout my life since the age of 17, okay, off and on. All right?
All right.
I enjoy turning people on to amazing music. That's what I like to do. When I first started my X account, all it was me posting cool music that I like, because I love making playlists, whether on X or in DMs, or I love making playlists for people. I love turning people on to amazing music. One of the reasons I want to stream is so I can share the kind of music I like with people that want to listen to the kind, find out what kind of music I like. Unfortunately, YouTube's terms of service, I'm fucked, which is one of the reasons why I've never gone live, actually. But I'm going to try somehow. You think you're bad at tech skills? Wait until you get a load of me, baby. I'm going to blow you out of the water, Schmuel.
Yeah, but listen,
I'll get to the point.
We're talking about. Listen, let's be honest.
No,
When
you
we're
didn't let
talking
me
about
answer. I'm
playlists,
sorry.
I'm letting you answer, but you got to
Playlists.
intersperse this with some questions. Right? You got these playlists, but to a 27-year-old,
Yes.
I mean, it does sound a little.
No, you want to believe you want to enjoy the drama. I understand that. You want to get to the juicy bit of the steak. The truth is, and it's come out on Clown Time because they've done this to me like 3 or 4 times now. And whether you can maybe find out, you can get Big W on and find out, did he do it to humiliate me publicly because he's got some revenge boner on me, or is he doing it to because I'm such a dummy. I thought they were just trying to tempt me back onto the stream, because at a certain point I got disgusted with going on their stream and being talked over and muted and all the rest of it by the guy that's now left, that I stopped going on their stream totally, and I was kind of like promoting Karmic X instead. And at that point, so I thought maybe Big W was just trying to rage bait me to going on his stream, because they did it 4 different times, and it came out. This information already came out. The information being that the girl sent me a playlist first. Did you know that?
No, I was not aware of that. That's why we have you on
But it's
here.
cool. No, but that's not strange. I don't think that's strange or weird.
But that the girl sent you a playlist?
That's not. No, sending people playlists. What the fuck is wrong with that?
Well, we're old men, Stealth. We don't send young women, particularly exes of people in the Dabbleverse.
So
right?
Schmuel, the reason why I think you're so interested in me, you're so enamored of me, is because you saw people calling me old, and I think you got really excited that other people were getting called old, and I think you love it, don't you? I don't feel.
I don't. Listen, dude. I don't care. I'm very comfortable with who I am and what I am.
Okay,
Like,
listen. So
I don't try to screw the guy. I'm not trying to screw around with the young women in here, and I'm not trying. I don't feel like I'm trying to impress anybody.
Okay,
Tommy
Schmuel,
Jordan.
we'll get
Wait,
to that. It'll all
okay.
come out. We'll
And
come
here's
out
Tommy Jordan for $2, and he says, if Stealth wanted a 27-year-old, what is the issue?
Well, that's cool. But Tommy's a player. I'm not a player, but Tommy's a player. Tommy's a cool, good-looking young guy, and he would be extremely popular among the female. He is extremely popular amongst the female. He can't do a stream to save his fucking life, but I love the guy, but I'm never going to go on his stream because he fucking took the wrong train to Nowheresville. And he knows what he did. But Schmuel, I'd love to answer all your questions. It's going to be hard to get through because I talk like a motherfucker. Okay.
Well, I'll interrupt you. We'll get there.
All right. So, like I said, so also I've been a DJ, professional DJ, but also I don't like DJing because it means I have to go out to smoky nightclubs very late at night with drunken people around. The vibrations are incredibly bad, you know? And also I kind of get out of hand when I go out to, I've been kicked out of my own event. I get that bad. I can get wild.
Who are you, Gino Bisconti?
God, I hope not. Okay, so playlist, yeah? So anyway, so what I've been doing recently is that I make playlists for restaurants, for press conferences and public events, for brands to encapsulate. So making playlists is like completely. It's like I can do it like in my sleep, and I've got like tons of playlists like on my Spotify account. You know, it's all fucking playlists that I've saved from these commercial ventures that I get paid. And also, yeah, a lot of people, I talk about music all the time. People think, you talk about Sam Bibley. He comes on, he just wants to talk shit and humiliate people. I want to talk about music and movies. NJ Ranger.
All right, NJ Ranger 499. Is content only obsessive when you are the focus? You ball wash a show that has done over a dozen episodes on another old man and a young Sonic enthusiast.
Okay, I completely understand what NJ Ranger is saying. NJ Ranger, Big W, maybe even the Mighty Schmuel are a bit upset that I have guested on Mia Musk a total of 5 times total.
Look, I don't care what show you go on, and I don't care what you guest on, but you suck up. It's like
all right,
you suck up to them, and you're perfectly happy to call out other people, but you don't ever call out the people that you're hosting with.
Schmuel.
I mean, you really come on. Whatever. Chow walks away from that show with his balls in a turtle wax shine.
Hey, come on! Don't be mean to my friends while I'm on. Okay, Mr. Buckman, don't you think that people are going to say I came on Schmuel, and instead of calling him nasty names. I ball washed you, and I was way too nice to you. And Stealth is a coward and a cook. Don't you think people are going to say that about me right now?
No, because we're not
I
doing because
do.
we're not doing that.
No,
I'm
listen.
not telling you how wonderful you are, and you're not telling me how wonderful I am,
I'm being
right?
extremely. I'm not giving them what they
But
want.
the other thing of, you thinking that I care whether you're old or not, and I was happy that somebody else was being called old
You
is
brought it up.
silly.
You
It's
brought it up.
silly.
You brought it
No,
up.
but what I brought up is that we're old men and we
You
shouldn't
brought
be
it up, and
sending ex-girlfriends of other dabblers
come on.
uh,
What about
uh,
NJ Ranger's question?
playlists.
We got to stick to the topic because you got to help me here. I'm bad and you're worse. All right. So, getting back to what I was saying, I'm a very polite person. I'm a very polite person, and I was brought up so that if somebody invites you to come on the show, oh my, I'll come. I'm gonna have to leave, Schmuel.
No. He's not coming. He's not on the scene. Hold on.
Even
Hold on.
seeing his fat little face kind of
All
puts
right.
me
Well,
off.
don't worry
Man.
about. I don't care. You got it. The only reason why I have his let me finish. He's off. The only reason why we're seeing his little face is because he's helping me pull up the
No,
chat.
I don't mind him at all. The only problem is that, like when I went on Brian Lantern, the thing is, like, it's very hard for me to stick to a topic because my brain is firing off like 1,000 different directions at all times, which is why I'll be great at doing a stream because I have a lot.
All right. Well,
shitload to talk about.
we can stay on topic, but look, it
No, I
takes a
can't
look.
though.
But here's the story, dude. I understand
Oh,
what
I haven't
happens is
answered
you
any of your
come on. Let me
questions yet.
finish, please. Let me finish.
All
You
right.
come on. You got all this shit in your head, right? You're gonna
Yes.
spew for a few minutes,
Yeah. No, I'm not.
and
I'm
we'll
too polite.
organize it. It's okay. It's
I'm too
okay.
polite. I'm very
It's not
polite.
about, but it's not about being polite, Stealth. I don't necessarily know that you are polite. I think you like to use nice words or
Common
your
decency,
attitude seems nice, but
morality.
yet you're saying some pretty
I
shitty
think
things to people, right?
I can do. I know how to play the game. I know how to. I know how to. I know how the game's played down. I'm in the Dabbleverse, so I might as well give them something, right? I don't want to be a total bore for everybody. I even get drunk. I got drunk like twice at the beginning of the year. You know, I don't mind giving it to the people, like giving them a bit of what they want. I don't want to be a total bore. But can you? But yeah, I'm a very polite person. So if someone invites me onto their show, then I will be polite and respectful. They can call me the F word as much as they like, which has happened to me on that show. I know you don't watch it, but people that have watched it, and there are a few, the really cool people in the Dabbleverse watch that show, and then everyone else goes around mimicking, stealing their catchphrases and everything. But
Who steals their catchphrases? These guys work on coming up
I
with
know one guy who
catchphrases.
works behind the scenes on Schmuel Buckman's podcast who does it all the time.
Who would that be?
I don't want to talk shit
Is that
about
boss?
people. I don't want to
Is that-
say. I don't want to name names and talk shit.
No,
about
because but you got to understand it's like
Everybody
there's a
knows.
difference between stealing catchphrases and
Catchphrases.
something being so ridiculous that we're actually making fun of it by using them. All right? I mean,
Yeah, I
leveling
understand.
up in the dab is hilarious,
I do
right?
understand. I do understand. Despite what people said about me, I do understand what irony means.
Okay.
My darling, listen. So listen. I want to switch it. Okay, so I've been on that podcast in question, and the host of that podcast has repeatedly called me an F word. Did you know that?
Which podcast is this?
The one the one in question that I think NJ Ranger was. He didn't name.
Oh, you're talking about
any names
Mirror
either.
Musk? Yeah, because
NJ Ranger didn't say it anyways. You didn't go off on NJ Ranger,
Mirror's a
did you?
drunk. That's what he calls everybody that.
Right. So,
But
yeah, that's my
you
point.
know,
I
but-
went on his podcast. He was extremely rude to me, and I didn't get upset, and I didn't play that game. Okay, so don't think I go on there just to snigger and do a pylon and like he. I don't do that. I'm not a joiner inner. I go on and I just sit there. I get insulted. I don't insult back. I say my piece sometimes, but I'm not a joiner inner. I'm not a panderer. I'm not a get along ganger. I go on and I do my thing. And you know what, Schmuel? You and NJ Ranger, well, not you, sorry, NJ Ranger and Dubya and these people, they hate me because I'm the low-hanging fruit. I'm the person that's been on that show that they can attack very freely, so they'll get me because I don't have a platform to defend myself from. Oh, you happen to have given me one today. Thank you very much. God bless you. But they're attacking me for that, but I don't really go in on people, and I'm often the butt of the jokes. And also, I have been also been criticized for being a ball washer for going on their show and not giving it to them when they were really rude to me.
Stealth, you have me lost. I honestly think
I
that
know it's very
your
nuanced. I
opinion
know.
of yourself and what I've seen are two completely different things.
Well, do we want to pull up the NJ Ranger one again so I don't look like I ran away from him?
Well, you're not. Nobody's running away from anybody. It's my show. I'll
You
run
don't
it.
know
I
what I
got
get
it.
accused
NJ
of on
Ranger
my channel.
asked you about. He said you go on Chow and Mir and you ball wash them
Yeah.
and you trash
Oh, you did
Final
say I ball
Boss
washed
because
them.
of his
There you
Sonic
go.
thing.
There you go. Okay, you did say I ball washed them, you see. So it doesn't, if I go on and act like a spaz and yell at them, they're going to tell me, then I'll get kicked off and I'll never go back on again. So I won't be a force for good. If, on the other hand, I don't spaz out and I just enjoy my time on the show that I've been invited to as a good guest. Schmuel, you've been invited to parties with Cookie, right? You know, you don't go into it, and even if it's maybe it's Cookie's friend and you don't like them, but you don't go in and tell them, no, they're a bunch of fucking assholes and this is a boring party and fuck you guys, do you? Because that's not what real people do. Am I correct?
No, but I walk away. I don't engage with them. Right?
No,
I
you
sit in the
don't, because
corner and sulk like an
they're
adult.
Cookie's friends, and you want to be nice to Cookie, so you will go to fucking Cookie's friend's party, and you will fucking shut the fuck up and enjoy it, and you won't walk away because Cookie will be upset.
But
And
it's
you love
not. But
Cookie.
that's not a stream, dude. That's not like something I can just turn off and walk
I
out of the
do not
room. You
say
know?
I'm not a karmic X. I don't say I'm streaming so I can do whatever the fuck I like and act like a spaz. I come here to communicate with English-speaking people that are really quite strange, and I enjoy doing that because I enjoy meeting people that I have never met in my entire life, and I will never ever meet in my entire real life. And I enjoy that. I enjoy just being around these. You know, it's an education for me.
Right.
And
But
life
you
is
did.
all about educating
You
yourself.
say I don't. But you say I don't insult anybody. And you're just saying, oh, English-speaking people who are all strange. I, it,
Yeah, I made it entertaining. Didn't? Are you entertained? Are you not entertained, Schmooley?
you know, I'm entertained by this, but I don't look, man.
Bless you.
For a guy who's so secure and comfortable with himself and all that. I mean, there's a
Yes.
lot of defending going on here, and that's what
Yes.
I don't understand.
I tell you
Like,
why. I'll tell you why. 'Cause
why are you defending yourself instead of being, hey, this is the way it is. I will
I'll tell
tell
you
you
why.
in my position, I get people that say shitty things about me all the time. I either fight back or I ignore it or I take heart to it. How do you think the whole eye thing got started?
But
Me and my
you and I
lack
are
of eyelids. People are trying to make fun of my
fuck
eyes.
them. Fuck
I
them.
adopted it and became my thing.
Yeah, fuck them.
Not that hard to do.
Fuck them. Listen, Smul. Anybody that comes at you for a physical trait, fuck them. They're already an imbecile. Anybody that calls you old, they're already an imbecile because they have nothing else to come at you with. It used to be ad
But you're
hominem
not
attack.
telling me anything that I haven't told every one of them.
Yeah, and because that's called finding common ground with your enemy. That's what that's called.
Okay, but all right. I don't know who my enemy is in this
No,
scenario.
you're telling me that you think I've talked shit about you, and you've talked shit
No,
about
no,
me, and
no. I
that's
don't think you.
totally
No, no, no,
fine.
dude. I don't think. Look, I don't think. Well, you did talk shit. What I said to
Yes,
you is what
we're
I heard you.
entertainers
What
at
I
the end of the
heard you
day.
say, not what somebody said. You said, right?
Look, hey, read this
I
NJ
heard you.
Ranger
I
one.
heard you say it. But I've also seen you. You've been in my chat a lot, and you say a lot of things. And when we've sent you the link over and over again, you've just not taken it. You've declined. So it's like, I don't
I'm a
know.
decline
What
host.
am I supposed to expect from that? Like, you want to come in. It's just like you want to shit. It's like, oh, let me shit on him, and then and then let me run. It's like, stand a little bit, stand and fight if you're the tough guy.
Stand and deliver. Smul, as I told your young Padawan the other day, if you want to learn something about somebody, you've got to let them speak occasionally. But anyway,
Stealth, you've done nothing but speaking. I'm
I
just
know
trying to
I'm
interject
a
here a little
fucking.
bit. Final boss, I'm going to mute you.
He
Sorry.
loves me. He likes to interact with me, just like these other But I don't hate I don't hate Final Blood. Listen, Schmuel, I do not hate Final Blood. I actually find him quite charming, as does Dr. Chow finds him endlessly entertaining. The only problem is that I think he's been raised in this, and you too, to a certain extent, sir, if I may, without being offensive. I think you're all in this dabble. I said it to Brian Landon the other day. I've got a theory. I think you guys are all so caught up in this hackneyed comedian world where, you know, it's all ball busting and it's all like, you know, it's the Dave Serra, and it's all ball busting and good-natured ribbing, right? You're all trying to be like these failed, hackneyed, out-of-date comedians, right? Not that I'm anti-woke as you can get, but I don't like this. But I'm not woke at all. But I also don't like this ball busting. You're not allowed to show your vulnerable side because you're a guy. Fuck that. I show my vulnerable side, and that's why I get called gay on the. But Final Boss, he's always busting balls and calling people the F word, and it's not his fault. It's just the people he's around. He's around a very toxic crowd, and I do hope that you take him under your wing. I hope you can straighten him out a bit, because he's a nice, sweet kid, but he's constantly trying to impress these horrible, bitter old men by being one of them. And I think that's very sad, because, you know, he's into music, he's into what he likes. Oh, here we go. You're not going to do it, are you? I mean, you can.
No, I'm not going to do it. I didn't know if you were coming, and
no, you can though. You can though. You totally can, Schmuel, because you.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
That will get well. We should have pre-promoted this. We should have done it right, and we should have got you a shitload of views, because
I don't Stealth. I can't pre-promote anything with you because you've never accepted the link before. This is like one of the rare times that you said yes, and
we'll get the big man on. Let's get him on.
All right. So we're adding in Big W. I telling everybody I don't want a screaming match. All right. So
hey, do you think I'm going to scream? Do you think I'm going to scream?
I'm not worried. I'm talking to myself more than anyone else.
I mean,
can you guys hear me?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right.
What's up?
So let's answer. Wait, whoa, both of you. Before we go, let's answer this question first. Devil's advocate.
I was being quiet.
Devil's advocate. Why do these guys have beef?
Who?
What is the beef between you two guys?
Which guys have beef though? What guys?
I'm going to the two guys that are on screen besides me, W and you.
There's a shitloads of people that have beef with. Everyone has beef with me.
Stealth, we were good, right? We were on good terms.
We were on extremely good terms, and nobody knows about it because you've never talked about it.
You were coming on the show pretty regularly.
No, it's more than that. Singing, and I've never spoken about it publicly. I've never spoken about how good we were publicly and about what happened on your show.
I've never
spoken about it. What do you think about that? The fact that I've never made it public. What do you think about that?
I haven't either.
Yes, you fucking tried to publicly humiliate me and then pretend not to have done on many occasions, and people are getting bored with it. And sorry, I'm not on camera. This is such a wasted opportunity. The fact is,
as Roy Cohn says for $1.99, this is so gay.
Listen, anything that you have me on is going to be gay, and I'll tell you why, Schmuel. Because just before W came on, I am very performative. I make things extra dramatic, and I like to think that is something that I actually bring to this fucking fetid, boring, retreading, fucking. Let's talk about Opie and Anthony for the 50,000th time, washed up Dabbleverse. I have a different aspect, and I am a different guy. You can call me gay. I've never fucked a guy, but you can call me gay till the cows come home. I'm fucking used to it. I'm a David Bowie, Lou Reed fan. Do you think I haven't been called gay before? Anyway, sorry, W.
Listen, I get called gay, but based on what you just said, Stealth, I mean, there is this impression that you think you're better than everybody else, and
I do think I'm better than everybody else.
That speech that you just gave makes it sound like you do, but you haven't done it. But you haven't done anything to show us that.
No, you don't know what I've done. I haven't done anything in this shitty Dabbleverse that no one gives a fuck about. You don't know what I've done, and I'm not telling you what I've done. And I try to keep it on the down low, but these fuckers keep coming at me and trying to get me to say something about what I've done. I don't want to say it. I just show up and I present myself and I act like a fucking idiot. And I have verbal diarrhea on screen, and I ball wash and I cook and all the other terrible things, and I talk like a gay guy, and I sing songs like a gay guy, and I go on Comic Stream and don't call him a hillbilly, and everyone hates me for that, and I come on Clowntown and they shit on me and everyone hates me for that. It's fine. I don't mind. I'm having a blast. I don't
I
really
think
don't
that
care.
listen, dude. I think that this level of where you saying that people hate you and all that other stuff, I think that's you reading too much.
No, it's me making it more dramatic and more
and
fun.
But you do, but we
More
don't need
interesting.
but the reason why the Dabbleverse works, right, is because a
It
lot of
doesn't
the
work.
things,
It's
most of the
broken.
things that develop are organic,
They're
and
fake.
that's what they are. So what do you, so wait,
They'll
so
work.
what
They're
is the
fake
solution?
work.
What would
Do you want me to tell you what fill in
Yeah,
some
we
of
do.
these
W, we
loopholes?
want you to stick it to me hard.
No, I'm not. I'm
No,
telling you,
come on,
we were on.
darling.
I'm
we
telling
don't
you,
but this is not, but that's not my show. My
Listen,
show is
Schmuel,
not sticking. Listen, my
Schmuel,
show is not sticking to sticking it to people hard. My show is we
I
want
want
to find out what the info is. W, go
Schmuel, I
ahead.
want your show to be as successful as possible, so I want W to bring the drama. Also,
I'm
W,
saying,
Schmuel, with respect, poor W's only got his own stream and he only goes on everyone else's stream, so give the guy a chance to speak.
no, hey, I was sent the link.
Oh,
I
you
just
sent the
got
link.
home.
Well, that Schmuel said he wasn't going to invite you, so thanks for that information.
No, what I said, I told you that I did. I told you that I didn't know if you were coming on, and I had asked him to come on about something else.
Fair
But
enough. You got me there, Schmuel.
He doesn't
Damn it.
usually do it. It was not. No. It was I don't ambush. It's not. That's
You
not
got to
what this was
understand,
about.
well, W ambushes, so I'm so used
Stealth,
to
you've
getting
been
ambushed all
asking
the
the
time.
question, what was my motivation for doing these videos?
No, and I gave two. So, what was your motivation for doing?
It's
Not for the
because
videos, for doing the ambush in the first place.
it's this ambush or what?
Yeah, you've done a lot, right? No, the first time you ambushed, you got these people on to talk shit about me.
Malware and
That's not-
Annabelle?
Yeah,
I've
no. Well,
explained
your
it to
friend,
you.
your friend
You won't hear
Malware
the
and
explanation as
his
many times as I told
girlfriend
you.
Annabelle. Sorry,
They
this is
reached
So
just-
out
let
to
him
us.
talk, Stealth. Let him
They
talk.
reached out to us
Apologies.
and wanted to do it. Malware said you were hitting up his ex, so he wanted to expose it. That's what happened. I had nothing
And
to
what-
do with
and-
it other
and how
than
did you
letting
handle
them
it?
come on Clowntown and do it.
Right.
They
right.
wanted to, so we let them. That's it. That's all there was to it.
And you have no qualms about. Okay, first of all, and Schmuel, please, what do you think about putting people's private DMs on screen for the purposes of getting views? What's your stance
Well,
on that?
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it.
No decent person is. It's a really cheap trick.
Well, that was her decision. She decided to do it.
And you enabled it, you fuckhead.
Well, you were creeping
You
on her. You
enabled
were creeping
it.
on Malware's ex, so she wanted
You
to show
enabled it
everybody.
because you wanted to humiliate me, and you thought the best way to do it was to cherry
I thought it was
pick.
funny.
Was
I
to-
laughed
yeah,
about
you
it.
thought it was funny. That's your get out.
Yeah.
You're a clown. Yeah, I get it. So you have no fucking responsibility for any of the shit that you do.
No,
Just
I have
like Karmic
responsibility
says.
for it. My
Karmic says,
responsibility was doing it to make people laugh.
well, Pova,
all.
Karmic says that when he's drunk, he can say any shit, and it doesn't matter because he's drunk. You're a clown, so you can say anything because it's funny. Well, you don't get out of fucking jail that fast, palo.
Well, he didn't say it, right? Isn't it? I mean,
just did.
Annabelle put
They
her
reached out
DMs
to
out
us
there.
and said, Stealth
He
is DMing
enabled
my
these
ex.
two.
This is the stuff he's saying.
He enabled both of them to come on and ambush. Now listen, Schmuel, you're a guy. You like to hold yourself to a higher standard. I can tell. You've been telling me that throughout this before W came on for the shits and giggles and the drama, which is fine. But
I came
if
on to
you're
answer
going to
your
have
question.
Schmuel, I can't. Outside of the Dabbleverse, the place where you know nothing about me, I would think that if you're going to do a show and you're going to have some people come on and shit on another guy, right? And
You had the
forget-
link that night, Stealth. We weren't like doing it without you being invited.
did you? And did the link say, Stealth? There's these people are going to come on and shit on you. You better come on and defend yourself. Did you at least say that to me?
You don't know how it's going to go down until it goes down.
You don't know how it's going to go down, or else you're pretending not to. Anyway, I want to finish my
Can't
point.
predict the future.
No, but
You
listen.
can't because you're a moron.
Whoa, Stealth, calm down. I've been on Clowntown, right? And we're having a nice conversation, and somebody comes on. W sends out the link to everybody. Liam the other night, right? I wasn't anticipating that, and Liam came on, and it's like, okay, my choice. I could leave or I could stay, and I could argue with Liam. I didn't think it was sandbagging. it wasn't like, BYB bringing on, Rocco with Stuttering John. I mean,
Shmuel,
it's not even similar.
Shmuel, you didn't let me finish my point that I was making before
He
W
never
started
finishes
talking.
his point.
Shut up,
Yeah,
Get
because
to it.
you started talking, you dumbo.
Get it.
Okay.
Hear the point.
So, so if you were going to have somebody come on, that's going to shit on somebody, you would probably let them know in advance and then tell them this is what's going to happen. It's going to be on this day. So you probably want to, we're going to address it. You probably, of course, we won't be doing any low life shit like sharing DMs or any of that like disgusting behavior. So if you'd like to come on, you probably want to get your case together if you want to come in and address it. If you don't want to come and address it, I completely understand. Sorry to do this to you, man, but we have to get the views, right?
But that's not the way the internet works, Stealth. I
Fuck
mean,
the internet.
You
can
know
do
that.
better. Be the change that you want to see in the world. That's not an excuse, Schmuel. Don't fucking just because.
Well, what had you been doing up to that point,
interrupted me
Stealth?
again,
Had you been
Dubya. I was
being
talking
cool?
to-
Had you been being cool to us? Had you been talking shit on Karmic about us constantly?
Yes.
Did you invite me on that show to respond?
You fucked
Did
me
you
over.
warn
You
about
fucked me
it?
over. You fucked me over
How?
once too many times and tried to humiliate me once too many times
How?
because of whatever fucking
Prior
jealousy
to the Annabelle
issues.
thing, how did I
or-
try to fuck you
You've got to
over
let
in
me
any
answer
way?
your question, my brother.
I need to know. Answer.
I have been answering for the last minute, and you've
Be
been talking over
specific.
me.
How did I fuck you over before
You
the
don't know
Annabelle
how
thing?
podcasting works, do you?
Stealth, you're saying a lot of words,
me
but
how
you're
it
not.
works.
They're not
Tell me how
making
it
sense. So just
He was
tell us how
talking
to put
over
it.
me.
Just succinctly put it in.
He was talking over me.
All right, so
Just
we're done
say
with that.
it then, fuckface.
Thank
Stop
you. Thank you
fucking-
for being so polite.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're welcome.
so oh my God, what was the question again?
How did I fuck you over prior to the Annabelle thing? What made you decide to go against us so hard?
No,
and
that
talk
was
all
the
that
question that you interjected with and stopped me from saying what I was saying. But okay, let's go with that one then. I was actually talking to Schmuel at that point. Well, how did you fuck me
No,
over?
but go
No,
ahead, because I don't understand how.
was
Look, I'm
talking
not
about-
understanding how W fucked with you or
I
fucked
never
you.
did. Never did a thing to this guy. And then he's going on Karmic show and just trashing us. So
All
when
right, let's
Annabelle-
go back to that. Let's go back to that. I did that because you guys do not. You have no bro code. You don't understand. You have no respect. You don't understand how any
Why,
allegiance
'cause we
works.
didn't roll out the red
And
carpet
you're talking
for you?
again, Dubya.
Yeah, I'm
Schmuel
addressing
doesn't
what
understand me
you're saying.
when you talk over me, you fuckhead.
All right,
Just
Dub,
say
let
it
him.
then.
Dub,
Shut
let
up.
him talk.
Jesus.
You have you have your own stream. You go on everybody else's stream. Why the fuck do you have to talk over my Schmuel interview, you fucking greedy fuck?
Just
You
talk.
prima
then.
donna.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll send you a super chat next round, okay?
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Okay. So yeah, you don't know anything about bro codes. You don't know anything about not posting DMs. You don't know anything about respecting people. You don't obviously because how listen, I'm going to ask you a question now. I'm going to turn it around because I'm a coward. All right. So would you say that I have contributed to Clowntown in the
Yes.
early days to getting,
Yeah.
to making it more interesting as part of your regular lineup?
Yep.
These put me off. You don't know what my brain is like, Schmuel. I get so distracted. by
Okay,
shit.
go ahead. Keep going.
I'm not criticizing you. I'm just not good on podcasts. That's why I'm going to have to do my own stream. Because I just can't fucking concentrate. There's so much going off in my brain all the time.
Yeah, you contributed.
Right.
I thanked you- I
Right.
thanked you
So,
many times.
do you think the fact that I contributed as I did, and I got you, I did what I did, and do you think that while I've been on Clowns and I've been shit on by some of the hosts? I'm not saying you. Let's just say some of the hosts, shall we say?
Yeah, you were for sure.
And fucked with.
Yeah.
And they
Absolutely.
might have had a certain final blob come on just to fucking shout the F word at me for
Yeah,
like 30
sometimes
minutes.
you
in a
guys
row.
would argue and it was funny. To
It
us.
wasn't.
Yeah.
It's not an argument when someone's yelling the F word at you.
Okay,
I don't
whatever
know if-
it was.
I
we
don't know
made-
if
we
Schmuel
thought it
knows
was
the
fun.
history of Final Boss, but that's who he is. Anyway, yeah, he was used as a tool to defend certain people from my logical arguments because certain people don't want to have logical arguments. They want
Certain
to yell the
people,
faggot.
meaning me.
I already gave you an out on that. Take it.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to.
I already prefaced it with not you.
Okay.
I said
Well,
not you.
just-
What do you want me to do? Write it down. Wear it on a T-shirt.
Okay. I got what you're saying then. I just
I don't
wanted
need to
make sure.
attack you. I've got other stuff to attack you with. Okay, I don't want to attack you. I want you to. I mean, you kind of everything backfires on you when you make these shitty videos and you act like a fucking barbarian by
Okay.
sharing DMs on screen of people that have literally been one of your fucking go-to guys, and you. So the
This
fact
is
that
what
I've
I
been
was
one of,
getting
But
at.
but W, I got a question. Those weren't your DMs though, right?
No, they
my
were Annabelle's.
DMs. If it
Right.
was his DMs, of course he could. Sorry, but
No,
I
no,
think
no, I
maybe-
don't mean that. I mean from him to you, between the two of you.
No.
That was
We
not what
didn't
this
really
was. This
DM.
was Annabelle, right? All right. NJ Ranger for 4.99. Thank you, NJ. It's only low-hanging fruit because you contradict yourself 24/7 and have logged hours thoroughly ball washing the guys you invariably turn around and crap on.
All right, can I just say, Schmuel, NJ Ranger, thank you for sending super chats to Schmuel and everybody else super chat Schmuel. However, NJ Ranger, I will come on your show at some point, so you're going to get your turn, my darling. I would love to talk to you one-on-one. So it's going to happen, but it's going to be when I. But you didn't send me a
Send me the
fucking link.
me
You
the
haven't
link,
sent me a
Ranger.
fucking link, you coward. You called me a coward on your stream, sending me. We asked Stealth to come on, but he didn't come on. So he's a fucking coward. Well, good for you, dude, because you never sent me the fucking link. So how the fuck am I supposed to do? Fucking grab. How am I supposed to
All right,
appear?
but hey, can you? I'll tell you what. I get
Schmuel
what.
sent me the link, and I'm here.
Let me finish. I get that you and NJ have a beef, but let's try to
I
focus
don't have a
on
beef. They
what.
called me a coward and didn't send
All
me a
right,
link, and then called me a coward for not taking a link they didn't send to me. So get
Right,
out of
I
that
got-
one, motherfucker.
Okay, that would be in my world. That would be a beef. I would be mad at them for doing it.
I'm not mad at them. That's
Oh,
what they
I-
are,
I-
Schmuel. I'm
but it
not
would-
mad at people for being who they are. I'm not mad at W for
Doesn't
being
sound-
who he is.
You don't sound
That's
mad.
who he is.
But
Yeah.
It makes me
you're
sad.
getting very excited. A W getting yelled at from all sides. Yet his
I'm
heart rate
dramatic.
never exceeds 40 beats per minute. Love it.
I'm dramatic. Oh yeah, fuck you, John Mack, you asshole.
Yeah, but wait, so but I got
Go watch Clown Town if you want boring
stealth. But I'm like, you're talking about this like the bro code thing. That's like me going to Home Depot to buy oranges. I mean, this is not the place you could. There is no bro code. I mean, isn't that one of the things that we
Well,
learned early
Also,
on?
is it breaking bro code to start texting your
Good
buddy's
point. Good point.
ex-girlfriend
Okay. Can
and
I expand
trashing
on
him
that?
to her?
You've got to stop talking over people. That's not how podcasting works.
No,
Just
it's
go-
stealth. We're just what's happening is you're talking a lot, so we're just trying to get words in. All right,
Schmuel,
so we're not
Schmuel,
talking over you. I'm really trying to we're trying to let you go, but
Well,
that's
you have to forgive me. I was invited on here to talk about stuff, so forgive me for talking about stuff. I'm sorry. But listen, to expound on that point, I don't even care about a bro code. The point is that
Oh.
people like Big W.
I noticed.
People like Big W are the ones that set themselves up as being a bro. He sets
Not with
himself
people-
up.
not
I
with
set
people who
myself
don't
up as being
respect
an
it.
overdramatic spaz that acts gay and everyone hates and is pompous and arrogant. That's how I set myself. I don't talk about bro codes, but they.
well, there were a lot of words. Let me just go back
for it,
here.
Schmuel.
There were a lot of words here. You did say before you were mad at Big W because there was no bro code because he was putting up DMs. But now we find out that those weren't DMs to him; those were Annabelle's DMs, and she
Okay,
wanted
Schmuel.
them out there. So I
that's
mean, I get,
stupid.
I
Schmuel,
get
they
that.
weren't
But
Annabelle's DMs. They were my DMs, you idiot. Also,
To
you're missing the
Annabelle.
point entirely. If they're your DMs, you have every right to share them. However, if they're my DMs, it's fucking. I think it's illegal, actually.
it's not. But that's neither here
Revenge,
nor there.
revenge,
All right,
taking
Roy
revenge
Co-
out on people by exposing
Yeah.
their private information. Isn't that
Roy,
some kind of
Roy Cohen Esquire for $1.99. Coward. Thank you for the $1.99. No,
Who
you're
is he
missing my.
referring
But
to,
you're missing.
Schmuel?
You're missing my point, right? Like
Yes, I am.
from
Completely.
the very look. From when the internet started, it was always like, don't put anything in writing you wouldn't want your mom to read. I mean,
Okay.
you're sending Annabelle DMs that are embarrassing.
Gotcha,
Apparently,
gotcha.
I don't know what they are. I don't
I'm
know
not
what they
embarrassed.
were.
I'm not embarrassed about them. I came on here to talk to you about them. I went on Clown Town to talk to you about them because I'm not embarrassed about them at all. The only problem is there's no subtext. There is absolutely no subtext. They've also edited the fuck out of it. They edited.
We didn't
Of course,
edit anything.
they cherry. You're talking over me again, Dubs. They cherry picked the DMs they put up. Obviously, they wanted to make it a good show. Obviously, then fine, that's absolutely fine. But don't any of you simpletons out there that I don't think many people actually. Schmuel, I don't think. W, have you read the comments on this thing you put out just now?
I haven't yet.
Well, go check him out, dude. It might not be the landslide victory that you were hoping for. And just like, no, you're not getting owned. People are not buying it. They're not buying into it. They don't particularly like me, but I don't think they're particularly impressed by your obsession with me and your constant fucking going back a year ago to create content that everyone's already seen. Everyone's already seen this shit. Everyone's made their own mind up. Why the fuck are you still doing it? Please answer.
This is what I was telling you. You went on and you made these suggestions that I was creeping. You went on life forms and you sat there and laughed along and chimed in on them commenting on me being a bad father, on me being on drugs.
Bollocks. I've complimented you to your face on you being a good father and what a credit to you your son is.
Yeah, but then you went on this show and you didn't say any of that. You went
I've been told that I've been accused
then you went along with the fact that they were suggesting that I was creeping on some women, Mazzy, Ashley, and Annabelle. And so I said, all bets are off now. We were on good terms. We had squashed all this stuff. And then you went on there and you laughed along and you went along with it. You joked around about it. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Just like I've done in Clown Town.
After that with me, as far
just
as
like
I'm
I've done in Clown Town.
I already gave. Yeah, but still,
just like I do on numerous shows because I'm a guest. I'm a guest.
Yeah, but
on the
I
show.
know. Yeah, you didn't have to chime in on what they were saying.
I'm a guest on the show. I'm not Mr. Sticky Panhandler who goes on and says, "Oh, you suck, you suck, you suck."
Well, you do, but like you don't think you have an obligation to push back on stuff if somebody is your friend and people say shit about them? Shouldn't you be pushing back?
Oh yeah,
I know what I'm getting from those two, but you being someone who was a friend, who we were on good terms, you were coming on Clown Town again. We'd squashed all the Annabelle stuff. So at that point, I said, fuck that. Then I'm going to remind people who the real creep is.
All right, let's chill out a bit. Let's chill out a bit. Let's zoom back a bit, okay? So
that's the reason, though. That's the reason, still.
It's all right. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's already all fucked to oblivion anyway. I mean... And I mean, I think your behavior is inexcusable, not because of my code, but because of you. The person I thought you were, who was a very solid...
let you sit and trash me and not respond.
Oh my God!
To be my character?
You've heard me trash people? You think I trust you? You fuck.
Yeah, but when people respond to it,
I called you.
You can't act like you can't clutch your pearls because I responded.
Hey, do you remember? Hey, I'm very forgetful, Schmuel. You know what it's like to be old fucks. Right? I'm very forgetful. One of the things I forgot is that Big W popped up on me and must to shit on me as well.
No, I didn't. I went there to talk to you to address the same thing we're addressing right now.
Mia Musk. Yeah. And what was it? And what was it about?
This was about all the Annabelle stuff. You called
about
malware.
The Annabelle stuff.
You accused malware.
Seems to be somewhat of a one-trick pony, one someone might say.
No, you accused malware of sexually assaulting Annabelle. Which is not true.
No, I didn't. You know what? Hey, Big Dubs, that's a very good point.
That's why you apologized, correct?
No.
Is that why
that's
you
right,
came
that's
on
right.
apologize?
I used the wrong word, my darling.
Then you apologize. That's why I went on there to correct
for
you.
using... Thank you for giving me the chance to address this. You're pulling up all these people in the general chat. You know, Schmuel, you've seen it.
I'm not pulling the chat. By the way,
poor W thinks that people are shitting on. You obviously haven't seen people shitting on me privately and conspiring against me. You haven't noticed that, Dubs? You haven't enjoyed that?
I've enjoyed it. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, because I'm the weakest link. I don't even have my own stream.
No, it's because you go on and talk shit, and you don't want people to be able to respond.
I'm making a stream.
And then when they respond, you turn yourself into the victim. That's what happens.
A victim of what? How have I made myself into a victim? Go ahead.
Schmuel's
telling me I'm an arrogant fucker who never takes. Schmuel's telling me that I think it's I'm better than everyone else.
You seem to. And how come everybody's coming after me? I'm a nobody. I don't know anything.
I'm going to talk to Schmuel for a minute. Schmuel, so you're telling me that I am an arrogant fucker. You know, I give off the vibes. I'm arrogant. I'm pompous. I think I'm better than everybody else, and I agreed with you. He's trying to say that I'm saying I'm a victim. How the fuck am I saying I'm a victim? I'm not a victim.
Well, I mean, you do come across as if you've been victimized,
I have
right?
been victimized. It's
Because
not.
you're
I'm not
because
coming across as it. I have been by a
but
bunch of lowlifes. Can I? Like I said, I wanted to. I just want to. Let's calm things down a bit. Let's chill out a bit. Oh my God, the
all
host
right,
is.
but wait, Stealth. This is what I'm saying. Look, this is my view. I'm not. I don't know all of these things that everybody else does. I don't really pay attention to a lot. That's one of my failings in life. But the deal is, my interactions with you have been a guy who wants to constantly tell me what to do, shits on my stream, shits on what I do, and never, there's never anything positive. But then when that comes back on you, it's like, why is he saying these things about me? Why does he do this?
Oh no,
You
no.
know?
I've said several times tonight that that's part of the game, and I fully understand that. So that's a lie that you just said.
Right, but these games, but that's the point is
Right? Apologize.
they're all playing a game, but you've got your own rule book, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, and it's better than
And
everyone else's. Yes,
well,
unapologetically.
it may be better than everyone else's, but it's not the game that we're playing,
It's
right?
Hey,
better for Stealth because he gets to attack and attack and attack, and you're not allowed to respond.
oh, who's playing the victim now?
So
Boo
that's
hoo.
what. No,
Uh,
that's your rule book. I'm just speaking
Schmuel,
about your
Schmuel,
rule book.
Schmuel,
I'm not abiding by your rule book.
Schmuel,
Obviously.
yeah, right. I know, I understand. Schmuel, you've told me several times. I think we understand this, and we can get to get to an agreement here. You say this is the Dabbleverse, so it's a game that we're all playing, and there are Dabbleverse rules. That's what you are saying, right? And I think NJ Ranger, all you Dabbleverse OGs agree on that, right?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a Dabbleverse rule. It's definitely what goes on the internet.
Yeah, and you're
right?
trying to tell me that normal rules don't apply. That's what you're trying to explain to me, right? And I understand that. I understand your point, and I agree with that, okay? Now, all I want to say to you is, I understand what you're saying to me. I agree with you. However, I see myself as very much Dabbleverse adjacent. I only came in here through Perry Caravello. He's not really Dabbleverse at all. And I only come here to look at the weirdos. And one of them happened to be Annabelle, because I didn't know who she was at the time, but it was all fucking weird, and it was really weird shit. And that's why I was interested in it. Nothing sexual at all. It was all about the life form. I didn't know what a life form was at the time, but that's a perfect word for it.
Nobody knows what a life form is, but go ahead.
Well, all right, but what I'm saying, well, a life form in the common parlance, if you will, as it were. And so yeah, I don't come in here. I'm not a Dabbleverse guy, and that's why you guys find me so disgusting. And I understand that, and I don't see myself as a victim.
Do you mind? Can I talk for a minute?
Yes, please. It's your show.
All right. So you're here saying that you come to look at us like we're some circus sideshow freaks, and when the sideshow freaks fight back or say something back, you seem to get butthurt.
You enjoyed the circus.
Some might say that
you're on the field. You're on the field with us. It's not you're not up in the stands, yelling at us. You're down here with us, and it's like if we get bumped, you're going to get bumped.
Yes.
Right?
Why, Shu? Why am I on your show right now if I don't want anyone to come back at me and tell me what an idiot I am?
I don't know.
Well, you're clearly controlling who he can bring on and who can talk.
Well, yeah, that's why you're on. Yeah, okay. And Dubya, yeah, because I wanted you on Dubya. Okay, you fantastic.
No, I give him a lot of credit because I really didn't expect you to come on. So
it's inevitable. Schmuel, I attract these people like moths to a fucking flame. They can't get enough of me. Dubya.
You did a show that was dedicated to talking shit about me. You went on there and joined them. So how are you an innocent bystander?
Remind me.
Life forms.
Meant a lot more
on there. They did this. Life forms, dude. What are you talking about?
Do you think they tell me what it's going to be before I go on?
Okay, but I'm just saying, how are you going to act like you're sitting on the sidelines when you go on this show that's talking shit about me?
Mr. Dubya, have you ever heard me to stick on a topic?
No, but you understand.
Have you ever heard me not to go on a show?
You understand what I'm saying, though, right?
I understand what you're trying to say. I don't agree with you, but I understand what you're trying to say, and I think you've got it all wrong, and you took it up way too personally. And I think despite the fact that you pulled this shit on me numerous occasions, you still you've
I made
taken it
2.
personally, and you've taken it. You are actually projecting on me the whole victim shtick. But I don't hate you for it, and I don't blame
I
you for it.
responded to it. I
Okay.
responded to what you said.
There's something
That's
I
it.
wanted to say. Can I just, Schmuel, if this is the way I like to play the... so what I'm saying is I shouldn't be here. I am irritating. I don't understand the rules. I'm spurging out, fucking up. I'm messing up people's chats. I understand that, and you're very welcome to come at me, and I'm not going to cry about it. Just be cooler and classier and more interesting than fucking worms like Sam Bibley, for Christ's sake, please. Please, Chow is a fucking master, a masterful... I mean, Sam Bibley is
disagree.
basically just ripping off Final Boss.
Tell me what is Chow a master at? The guy's been streaming
I'm not
forever.
speaking
Can't
for
pull
Chow.
more
I'm
than
not speaking...
20 people,
He
and
intrigues me.
yet he's a
Okay.
master. He's a
I'll tell you...
master troller. You know, he
I'll tell
built
you...
me brick by brick.
No, Schmuel, that was... Listen, I came to your stream... Well, because Cigarette Jones kept begging me. That's one thing, that little fuckhead. He kept begging me to come to your stream. You know that, right? And I don't know if he was doing it because he thinks he's like a James Bond villain and he's pulling all the strings.
You don't have to justify being here. You came.
I'm not justifying it.
reason.
You don't have to impose your projections onto me. Let me finish what I'm saying, please.
Just get to it.
Let me hang myself by my own noose, right? Give me enough rope. Please just give me enough rope. People are going to hate me anyway, W. You're very popular. People dislike me. People dislike me.
Get
and
to
that's
the point.
fucking cool. Bring it fucking on.
But Stealth, is that what you want? Do you want people to dislike you? Is that the whole point of all this? Are you trying to be like this sort of...
Stealth, you don't have to work in your entire life history to every answer. Just get to the point.
I do. It's called subtext.
Okay, but it doesn't work here. It's too long. Get to the point. That way people won't interrupt you.
I don't care. I'm redefining the limitations. I'm not sticking to the parameters, and that's why
people
people like you find me irritating. And that's why people find fucking little me irritating, because he just goes off and does whatever the fuck he likes. People don't like that. It's called jazz, you know? I don't like jazz, but that's what they call it, jazz, right? I don't like jazz, but let people play jazz if they want jazz. Some people play jazz, some people play fucking trombone like you do.
I don't play the trombone.
You kind of do.
I think he's trying to throw an insult at your...
in a very clever way, like a clever, interesting way.
But Stealth, this is why. But Stealth, it's like you look. You stir a lot of shit, and then when people come back at you, you seem to get upset that they're upset with you, right? You're angry that those guys have called you out.
You and Dubya are so you live in such a boring realm that you think I'm staring shit and doing all this stuff. You've no idea what I'm
But
like.
how dare you tell me I live in a boring realm? I mean, you don't know me. How dare you tell me I live in a boring? This is the problem, Stealth. You're no, but you say things that you say things about people.
Do you want to know why?
You say things about people. You talk about people. You don't know who they are, right? And then when these same people make assumptions about you and your life, you get all in a huff.
Do you want to know why?
Yes.
Sure.
It's my honest opinion that I gave you. I spoke for myself, only myself. It's my opinion, and it's not watered down, and it's not meant to make me popular. It's not meant to get me on Echo Pineapple or NJ Ranger. It's supposed to be my honest opinion, the best I can give it. And I might come up as a spurg, I may come off as a spaz. I'll own up to it. I don't expect you guys to like me.
So then what are you saying, that we say things because we want to get on NJ Ranger or Echo Pineapple? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I said I think it's boring, and I said I'm not like that. Why are you trying to read into what I'm not saying to make it more negative?
Well, because you said because the implication was that we're saying things because we're trying to chase clout, to use a phrase.
I'm choosing my words, and I'm being polite to you. Can you accept that?
Telling me that I'm boring and live in a boring world is not really polite,
I'm
Stealth.
not a panhandler. I don't go on and tell hosts that they're full of shit. I don't do that to Mia Musk. I don't do that to W when I've been on. I went on they did I'm never allowed to get.
No, you are allowed, but it just takes the problem is, Stealth, is by the time you get to the point, right? There's
you've said 8
six
other
things you've said during that time. So so you're not panhandler coming on saying, oh, you're shit. What you're doing is, in a nicer way, you're saying, oh, you're boring, which is saying you're shit. It's the same thing. They're just different words.
You see
It's
how
his
what I'm like.
opinion. Why? And so it's like his opinion is invalid because of
Whose
the way he
opinion? Who are you
says it. Is
talking
that what
about?
you're saying?
Who are you talking about?
Panhandler,
Who's
that's who
his?
you were talking about.
Oh, fuck Panhandler. That was just like, I just pulled him up. He's just a useful fucking idiot.
Okay.
No one cares about
but here we go.
Panhandler.
No, but
Then if
this is
Panhandler comes on, he's going to say, "Why'd you send him the link? You can't,
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I don't give a shit. I still want to have a proper talk, a proper, respectful talk with Schmuel. I would love to do that interview at some point, but I think it's good for viewers that they got you on, so you can.
No, go ahead. I'll
make me look like a fucking idiot. You can.
Stealth,
I'm here to
I hate
answer
to.
some of the
I mean,
questions
I
that-
hate to break it. I hate to break it to you, Stealth, but the number of viewers we have now is the average number of viewers we have.
Yeah, I
all
told
the
you.
time.
You
This
should
is not. This is not like groundbreaking territory. We don't have people flocking
Schmuel,
to the
he's
stream to
saving-
see
he's
this.
saving
I
your
hate-
show right now. Don't you
I
understand
hate to
that?
break it to you,
He's
Schmuel, but when
saving you.
thanks, W. That's great.
Show
I
gratitude.
hate to break it to you, Schmuel, but I point blank said to you that when I came on your show, I would have liked to have pre-publicized it. Remember when I said that to you?
Right, and I said, what did I say to you? Every other time
You
I've
said
asked you
that
to
is
come
the
on,
average
how
viewership.
long did,
You
how
just said
many,
it's the average.
how many days did we
I'm gonna
go
make the
through
point
me
anyway. You
trying to
can
get
talk
you to
over me.
come on the show to schedule it, and it never worked, right?
You just said to me, I hate to break it to yourself, it's only the average viewership. That's because you didn't allow me to pre-promote to like my 3 followers, and then it would have been 3 more followers.
No,
Okay?
you're,
we
you're,
post
you're,
promote it.
So apologize, you dick.
no,
Let's
you're,
post-promote it.
I
go
win.
ahead. All right, you win,
Go
Stealth.
ahead, W.
I don't know what
saving.
you won, but you win. Go ahead.
You
Pat's
made
coming.
a false
Pat's
You
coming.
made a stupid statement. I pointed out you were wrong, and then you didn't apologize.
I'm not wrong.
Telling me he's
I'm
wrong.
not wrong.
W.
Stealth, I'm telling, Stealth,
Do you
I'm
get it, W? Just
telling,
say
I'm
something
telling,
what
I'm telling you
saying.
right now.
I get what
If
you're
out
saying,
of the
but
blue
still,
I
you're-
pulled
Thank you,
somebody,
Doug.
if I pulled Kevin Brennan on here,
Thank you, Doug,
right?
yeah.
There's, we'd have 3 times, we'd have, multiples of the viewers that we have now.
W, what do you
See-
think about? Do you think I should tell the whole truth about Clowntown?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
About how we were
No, you don't have
we
to
were
talk.
having
Do you think so? You think it's okay to bring it up because you've never brought it up, and neither has the other guy.
well,
And people think I'm a lying about. I think when I do mention it, like as an aside, people think I'm talking shit.
the night I was pretending to be Papa Kill because he wasn't there, and we asked you to
No,
come and
not
help us
at
out.
all. Not at all. What are you deflecting?
No, I'm asking you which time.
The,
I mean,
the survival of Clowntown, the existence of Clowntown, whether Clowntown was going to continue or not, whether Clowntown was going to end, and my part in those discussions that I've never.
oh yeah, no, you were
mentioned.
part of it for sure. Yeah,
Right.
I don't know-
Right. And
I
I've
don't know
never
what
brought it
specific
up. Do
thing
you
you're
respect me
talking-
for that, for never bringing it up?
yeah, I do.
And right. So why do you keep fucking coming at me then? It shows.
Because
it's
you-
very
I
disrespectful.
told you why. I answered because of what you did.
I'm not good at
Because
timelines, but I
you
don't
joined
think the
up-
timelines that match up here.
They do, or else I wouldn't have done it. Stealth.
I have a question.
you
Dubs.
wouldn't-
I have
I
a
don't
question,
care-
Dubs.
I don't. Hang on. I don't care if you call me dumb and stupid and hacky.
call
I
you
don't care about
Dubs,
any
it's
of that.
not dumb. It sounds similar,
But-
but I called you Dubs.
But when you tell people lies about me, my personal who I am as a person,
I don't know anything about you except you have a cool son.
you have been saying that I've been creepy with women in the Dabbleverse.
I
You've been
said that
saying
yesterday. I said that yesterday.
and you suggested it on live forums, and you guys talked about me as a
Because
father and
what
said
do you
I
think's
was on
going to
drugs.
happen? What do you think's going to happen
Okay,
if you keep bringing
so-
up this Annabelle shit?
That was well before these videos.
No, it
dude.
wasn't.
Yes, it
Well,
was.
yeah, but it's
We were on
well-
good terms. That's what I'm saying. We were on good terms. You were coming on Clowntown
okay.
again,
So when
and
I
then
get
you
it,
went and did that. So I said
when
all
I-
bets are off. That's the answer to your question.
okay. So
Do you
when
have
we're on
the
good-
answer? Do you have the answer before you move on? Do you have the answer as to why I keep coming at you? Do you have the answer?
I already kind of knew. Well, I had a couple of
I
answers.
know you knew why, but you're pretending like
No,
you
I had a
don't
couple
know.
of answers. The other one is
Okay.
because you want revenge on me and humiliate me.
No, I'm
because
responding
you.
to you, Stealth.
No,
The people
no.
are allowed to respond
How are you responding? How is bringing up Annabelle responding to me?
because you're saying these things that I'm the one DMing women in the Dabbleverse,
How long has been?
and you're
has
trying to
this been-
put that out there. So I'm
So
going to remind
the
you.
Annabelle narrative has been going on for a year because I actually only started talking to her about just over a year ago for like 2 weeks.
We hadn't really brought it up until you again. until you started doing this. I was just
No,
reminding people. And
not-
So
and,
stealth.
and,
Wait,
and,
wait,
well,
wait.
is
So wait,
Annabelle
whoa,
the
whoa,
only
whoa, whoa,
one?
whoa. So
You want to
whoa,
go
whoa.
out and
I
say
want to, I
Annabelle's
want
the
to,
only one?
do you
I
think
want
it's
to, I
going
want.
well for you, Dubs? Do you think this is going well for
Both of you
you?
guys, slow down, slow down, slow down. I want to understand that. I want to
I
understand
don't
this.
know.
So basically, what happened is you guys were getting along, right? Everything
It
was
was a bit
working
more
out.
than
Stealth was
that.
going on, okay, and then Stealth went on life forms and then shit all over you,
Yep.
saying things like
That's a
you were
year
creeping out
jump,
with
Schmuel.
women and about your son and family and things like that. And
Yeah.
that's when your attitude was, well, if that's the way you're going to be,
Here's
I'm
my
just going to
response.
retaliate. I'm just, gonna, you know,
Yeah.
then the door is open to anything.
Put it this
Exactly.
Is
way.
that stealth? What do you say? But how do
Just
you
for you,
respond to
Stealth.
that?
Okay, well, what we're missing out on is the fact that what happened was when I got pissed off with, like, I never finished my point because I never finished a fucking point, which is why I'm an awful guest. But when I skipped out on Clowntown and stopped getting, you stopped going on to stick it to them. It was because they kept fucking with me on their streams and trying to belittle me because they were sick of me coming on and trying to were doing the whole stealth Spurgy thing. So I then went on to Carmix's streams and tried
This
to
is
pick him up
before. This is
to take
well
out
before what I'm talking about.
to take out. Yeah, exactly. It's context. It's called context. It's called history. It's important. It's called foundations. And
Okay.
then I went on
Everybody
to.
knows this.
No, nobody knows it. Nobody fucking knows it. They all think I'm a.
No, they know.
Schmuel thinks I'm a creepy old man that just, is creeping on chicks all the time. Because of you.
Because of
Well, it's
Annabelle.
not because it's got nothing to do with him. It's got to do with
when Schmuel
Annabelle.
came at me,
And
Right,
I'm
but-
closer friends with Malware than I am with you. So if
exactly.
Malware
And I have a
being
question.
creepy
I
with my
have a
ex-
question. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Why do you think Malware did that?
because he thought it was funny. He told you why.
Do you think
He
it's
told you.
funny? So you think humiliating,
Yeah.
humiliating and talking shit about people and making them look like a
Well, you
a
seem to
pervy
think
old-
it is. That's
like
all
a
you
pervy,
do.
like a liar. First of all, Malware called me a liar on that stream to my face.
Yeah, you were lying. You said that you stopped DMing her once you found out she was Malware's ex. That was a lie. You knew she was
And
Malware's
and
ex
based
when
on
you
what?
started.
Based on what? But this
Because
is Schmuel, I'm
because
fucking aghast at
it's
this.
in the video.
Well, no, but I mean, here's my thing. Just from being on the outside is like,
Is
you
this
know,
just DV
you went
play,
on.
isn't
Wait,
it?
whoa, whoa. You went on a show. You talk shit about Stealth. I mean, sorry, Stealth. You talk shit about W. You did you
This is
trashed him, for
ridiculous.
lack of a better way to put it, and he turned around and was like, "Oh, look at what was here," and Malware came to him.
Did
And
it, was it,
They
so
did,
how
and they
that
did it,
happen?
and you're upset that they did that to
No.
you, but you weren't. But you
Okay.
thought it was all fine to
That's a
trash
very
him
good
on
point.
life forms, right?
And I've been on their show 3-4 times to address it, so I played along. So I don't know what your point is, boys. Okay, Dubya, tell us how did Malware approach you, or did you approach
Yes.
Malware to get this thing going?
How would I have approached him? I didn't know about
No,
it.
I didn't. That's why I'm asking you. I'm strange. I ask questions.
That you know the answer to?
No, I don't call people liars without knowing anything about
All right,
it.
so he just answered. He answered the question. Malware approached him. What's the
Okay,
point?
tell us how did Malware approach you about
He
this?
was laughing. He goes, "Dude, I got to show you this.
And was it a phone call?
You're never
Okay.
gonna."
You're never gonna. So he got DMs. He got
She
confidential
showed him the
DMs from his
DMs. Yeah.
psycho ex-girlfriend.
Uh huh.
Right. Why didn't
She
you go
didn't
into-
sound Malware. I mean, not Malware. Stealth. I gotta say, she didn't
Don't call
sound
me
terribly
fucking
psycho.
Malware, you fucking
She didn't
cunt.
sound terribly. I'm old. She didn't sound
No, you're not.
terribly.
You same age as me, apparently.
She didn't sound terribly psycho
Yes,
on the
because
stream
no,
that
why
I
would
listened
she?
to.
Why would she? That's not why she was on. In fact, Malware hardly let her talk the whole time. Did you notice?
Yeah.
She talked plenty. She talked plenty to me, but
She's
seriously.
been
But
on
you don't
without
know who she
Malware.
is.
But wait,
Nobody
stealth,
knows who
stealth,
she is
stealth,
except
stealth,
me and
slow,
Malware.
slow
sorry,
down
I'm
a
sorry.
minute.
Can you
Slow
tell
down
me?
a minute. I was like,
I'm using a new
isn't
mic.
it? It doesn't seem odd to you
Yes.
that you would pick some guy on the Dabbleverse's ex-girlfriend, right, to be sliding into her DMs.
All
All
right.
right, doesn't
this
that seem? I mean, like,
All right,
it's not
Schmuel,
like
so what this is you people saying that you called an underage girl hot. This is exactly the same thing, and you can't get your fucking head around it. That's really sad. But I will tell you. I'll address my point. Okay. And my mind is blown that you don't get it. You have no empathy, Schmuel. Maybe you're a sociopath too. All right. So, Annabelle,
Smug, not sociopath, but go ahead.
Dubs, how did it all end? Do you remember how it all ended? That pathetic.
With you apologizing.
And but with Malware, for me and Malware, how did we? What do you remember how that ended?
You apologized to him.
For I used the wrong term of sexual assault that had been told to me that I hadn't said. That was told to me by somebody that we're all supposed to believe now, because she is very stable, and if as Schmuel says, she's a really reasonable, stable young woman, in that case, why don't you get her on, Schmuel, and ask her about her other relationships? That might be an interesting thing, and find out how stable she really is. Because I wasn't talking to her because I found her sexy. I wasn't talking to her because I wanted to fly her over to Japan. I was talking to her because she's quite a character.
You didn't find her sexy?
I have a thing for tall women. You know that, Dubs.
What was with all the sit on my face and I love you?
Oh, so you don't? If you don't know, that's because you didn't do your you didn't do your due diligence, and you weren't a journalist. You didn't see. I'll tell you exactly why. Thank you for asking, Dubya. I was quoting her back at herself, because she is that kind of trash.
You said she wanted to sit on your face?
No. She said something about, she said something bullshit, and it was actually the horrible thing is, I said, I don't care about your blah, 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 blah. Do you remember?
Is she the only girl you've asked to sit on your face?
I've actually asked many girls to sit on my face, but not in DMs. And not when they are people I hardly know, that I've been talking to them for about a week, that are in a totally foreign country.
Okay.
Why would I? Why would I waste as I said to Brian Landon, if I wanted to pay money to get sex, I'm not going to fly some fucking floozy in from somebody I hardly know.
Okay, I got you.
Can I address something?
So you were just kind of messing around.
Can I say, Dubs? I wanna just reach out to you. I'm in you're a master. You're a master of podcasting because you put me in a catch-22 situation. Do you know why?
Why?
Because if I defend myself, the only way I can defend myself is to trash the other people.
You don't seem to have a problem doing that.
Oh, that's what you guys are not understanding. You don't understand. My lip is bleeding right now.
Because you've been biting it? Because you've been biting it?
I said lip instead of tongue because I'm a moron. Yeah.
Well, whoa. Don't listen. If you're gonna bring this stuff up, right? Talk about it. Let's talk. Get it out. Let's get it out. Let's hear what it is.
No.
Because what happens? Because this is why you look like a creepy old man. Because you're saying, hey, there's a story behind this. There's a reason why I did these things. But all I'm hearing is, psycho ex-girlfriend and sitting on faces and DMs. It's very confusing to the people who are listening to this.
But Dubs, he actually asked me a question, which he should have done while they were doing that whole show. That I should.
You had the link, dude.
Okay, yeah, Dabbleverse rules again. I'm not in the Dabbleverse. I don't care about your Dabbleverse rules, boys. I'm sorry.
It was happening in real time.
But you are in the Dabbleverse. Stealth, you are in the Dabbleverse.
And guess
right?
what? I'm pissing everyone in the Dabbleverse off. So I will. The only way
you think you're pissing everyone off in the Dabbleverse, but you're not. You're not really.
That's Dubs. That's Dubs.
What? That's me. What?
He's not even listening. That's how.
Are you pissing everyone off? Is that what you're? Is that the question?
We've moved on, Dubs. We've moved on. Just drink
Stealth,
some coffee.
Stealth. Look, my view. Look, and I don't mean to be rude, but my view is that people that you think you're pissing people off.
Yeah, I hope so.
And people think you're a clown. That's what we're talking about. Like you're Mr. Serious, and you want to be the sage, this old sage giving advice and stuff. And people think you're a clown.
People think you want to be the old sage. I quote people, and that's why I say sage wisdom from Stealth Chaos. It's ironic thing because I quote things, and not as much as other fucking people. Hey, Ninja Ranger, how you doing, guy? But you are the guy. They say the same shit about you, you fuck.
Yeah, and I'm aware of it, but I'm not
Well,
raging
why are you
over it.
coming at me for exactly the same thing
I'm
you're
not
accusing me
losing my
of?
mind. I'm
Next
You
time,
come
comfortable with
on.
who I am. I don't need to prove anything
you
to
know the
anyone.
answers to this. You know why you're calling you a creepy old man. You know why they're making shit up about you. You know these things. Why are you asking me questions about it? You already know. Tell me.
But Stealth, I'm not going. I
It's
don't
fucking
go on
obvious.
shows telling people how to run their show. I don't tell
You
people how to
you
live
guys
their
are so
lives.
happy. You
The
guys are
only
so happy.
people that I ever talk, the only people that I ever talk to, that I offer suggestions to, that life might be better if they weren't all wrapped up in drugs and alcohol. But beyond that, I pretty much let people do what they want to do, and I will call them out if they're doing something stupid. That's what I do. That's
Okay.
a major difference. You make a lot of assumptions about people, right?
I have
But
to
also
because I
too,
don't know anything about you
you're
fucking people.
playing friends. No, but you're playing friends with a guy like W. Then you go on life forms and you shit all over him, and then you get upset, right? When it comes
You're being
back
a good
on you.
Schmuel, Mr. Schmuel, you're being a great
Exactly.
DV host. You're creating a narrative, and it works for the Dabbleverse, and
What's
everybody's going to
tell us
enjoy
the
it.
truth then? Where is he wrong?
I don't wanna shit on your lovely narrative that Schmuel just made up.
No,
I
you
don't, it's not
correct
a
it.
I'm not making a
I don't
narrative.
wanna spoil your
I'm
fun.
telling you what I see. If I'm wrong, tell me about it.
Boys, I went on Clowntown and sang Morrissey songs. I went on Clowntown because
Yeah,
I
and it was
like to talk
gold.
about music. I went
It
on
was
Clowntown because Dubya had to get up in the morning to go to work, and because the other host would pass out because he's such a fucking imbecile. He would pass out. And then
and
I
I
talk.
thanked you for that.
No, you don't have to thank me. I enjoyed it
But I
because as
did.
soon as the
But
fucking
I
loud
did.
has gone, I get to sing more. I get to sing request songs, which
Yeah.
seems to be quite popular nowadays. I think a few people have started that up after
Right.
Clowntown
Hey, you're a
pioneered it.
freaking trailblazer
No,
still.
I'm not. I'm a fucking attention whore like everybody else that likes singing songs. That's into music.
Dude, I'm telling you, this doesn't have to happen. If you would stop lying about me, I would lay off.
Where's the lie? I just call myself a fucking attention whore. Where's the lie?
Dude, these veiled threats about me and the stuff you said on life forums.
Don't worry, I
messages you
I
sent.
can't do that because I cannot.
I'm
break
just telling
my-
you.
But Stealth,
think-
you did it. Look, W, look, I don't mean to interrupt, but Stealth, you were doing it on here. You're doing the, do you want me to tell the truth? Should I tell
Yes,
the
of
truth?
course I was.
I mean, either
That's
tell
what
it
me to do DV play.
or either tell it or
My
don't.
truth is
And,
pretty boring.
but
What I have to
you're
say-
developing so you're developing a
is very
narrative just as
boring.
much as everyone else.
No, the
Yeah.
truth. It's not a narrative. No,
Doodle
it's the
goes,
truth.
you all
It's
lie
the
about
truth.
everyone.
It's the
Shit.
truth from my perspective. Look, Dubya is not being. He's not being won over at all. He's sticking with the. He came in here with a mindset, and he's going out with a mindset.
I came to answer your question, dude.
No, I didn't have a question for you. You weren't supposed to be on.
No, your question from earlier. You wanted to know what my motivation was.
Well, you're not attacking me, so I've got to do. We've got to make the show somehow. We've got to
We're
move
not,
things along.
nobody was on
I'm
here.
not
Look, nobody was on here to attack
What's
anybody.
he on here for?
We're
Why
trying to
did he
get
come on then?
answers to we're just
Why
trying to
did
get
he come on?
answers
He
to
comes-
questions.
W, I love you, but you come on shows and you do absolutely fucking nothing on them.
I know it's terrible. I don't know why they keep.
Why do
asking
you
me
do
to
it,
come
man?
on.
Why do you do it to us?
They ask me. I don't know.
We're blameless victims here. We have to fucking watch this shit.
You don't have to.
That's
No
true.
one's making
yeah,
you.
there you got me there, Dubs.
Yeah. Sorry, man. I mean, I sometimes I can't go on, so maybe have the host say W couldn't come on, so
Okay, so Dubs, you
can
got me.
Think, yeah.
Sometimes you caught me in a riff. So sometimes
Yeah.
because I spend too much time in the Dabbleverse and because I have brain damage from it and PTSD,
You're in far more chats than I. You're far more chats than I am. I'll tell you that.
I don't know about that.
You are still.
No, what they say about me, even the haters say, is that I'm having some kind of psychotic break because
I kind of hope you're not. I feel like you are though.
Am I having a psychotic break, Dubs?
I
you
hope
tell me.
not. I mean, I
know you're
no,
a professional. I know
I
you're
know.
a friend of the sorcerer, who's a fake psychologist. So
I wish I was a friend of his.
you're
man.
a friend of the sorcerer. He's a fake psychologist who's full of shit. I think Small probably likes him too.
You're the one studying psychology.
NJ Ranger 201 $1.99. Fellas, have we determined who's in fact on first? W's on
Who?
first. Schmuel's the manager. I didn't make the team. Okay, I hope we've.
No, you're on the team. You're on the field. You're
I'm
playing
not on the
ball.
team. I'm not on the team, and that's why I come when I go on streams. When I go on the stream that you're so obsessed about, the wonderful Mia Musk. Check him out, guys. It's fucking great. When I go on, I call my. Do you know what I write on the today?
Wait, whoa! You can't. I can't let that slip. What is great about them? Tell me why they're great. Tell me why I should.
Can you both?
Why would I watch them?
Can you both remember that question? And can I just finish my point?
Yeah.
When
Go
I
ahead.
go on, I put in I did a stupid thing and I said something about chow when I came into Schmuel's trying to be funny and I fell on my face. I apologize for messing you out, Phil. I was a fucking moron. I'm sorry about that, okay? However, when I go on Mia Musk stream, I write in useful idiot. Because when I'm on that show, I'm a useful idiot. Chow might be chowing me. Mia is using me to insulting me, calling me an F word, and saying because he likes this kind of certain kind of music which I dislike intensely. Dubya's got more in common with him. Final boss. No, music wise, you're a rap guy, right?
Oh,
I'm sorry, I was not trying to insult you. I was trying to find common ground.
Stealth,
All right,
you got me very confused. Try to make a point. But listen, I'm going to put this up, and I know you're having an issue with Sam Bibley, but Sam's chat. Don't be so dramatic, psychotic break, Haas. Please, people think you're manic, and you do come across as manic.
Yeah,
you don't think
fine.
so?
No, that's totally fine. I don't mind. I try to be interesting. I came in here liking Perry Calavello. I like outliers. I like weirdos. I'm a big David Bowie fan, a big Lou Reed fan. Lou Reed is one of the biggest assholes in rock history. I like weirdos. I like strange people. And I have been able to live a life where I've got through my life, real life, not Dabbleverse. I've got through my life without getting, for some strange reason, getting to I'm 70 years old now. And I've got through my whole life, and I've lived in many different countries, met thousands of people, and somehow nobody's really taken issue with me. And it blows my mind, to be honest with you. But I don't know, I seem to get away with it. Maybe I am a sociopath. Maybe I have glib, maybe I'm a glib fucker and I can just get away with shit. But
if you see those things in yourself, right, Stealth, that you spurg out, whatever the word is, spaz out in chats.
Yeah, definitely.
People are going to respond to it from time to time.
I won't do that on my own stream because I'm on my own stream and I'm not got
okay,
two
but at
people
least you're aware.
me.
So how can you act so surprised that people are coming back at you?
Also, I live a very, very sheltered life. I don't like people very much. Japanese people keep to themselves. So I'm very lucky in that I live in a place where I don't have to.
So you use YouTube chat rooms to get all your aggression and rage out?
I wasn't going to say that, but you absolutely nailed it. Thank you. I have said that.
So,
I said it on other streams.
So when you do that, people are going to respond to it. That's just the name of the game. That's what happens. So you can't act surprised if people are. If some people are a-logging.
That's called chatting, Dubya. It's
not
what
really.
You did. You crossed the line. You crossed the line, my darling. You're a host.
So did you. You go on shows.
You have a host. Like even Mr. Schmuel Buckman, my new friend, even he will tell you that even though he's in the Dabbleverse, he will tell you that even as a host, he has some responsibility both to his viewers and to his guests to keep
Which
some.
Is?
You interrupted me, W. We can't do that here.
Okay.
I'm the one that's supposed to be manic, not you.
All right, finish. Go ahead, finish.
I think even Schmuel would agree with me that he has responsibility to his viewers who are here to watch him, not the guests, and to the other guests that he has on to not allow people to act in certain ways which are beyond moral, beyond the bounds. And it's his stream, so he gets to decide that. It's not my stream, so I don't get to decide that. It's not Clown Time, so I don't get to decide that. However, I have my moral things, and Schmuel was really muddying the waters on the whole private DM stuff. Now, I believe that correspondence is basically confidential, and you said, well, it's her DM, so of course, Ron Cohen Esquire, $1.99. Uwe never had treatment for mental illness, darling. No, I haven't actually. And yeah, I'm as astounded as you are. What I have done, I found ways of circumventing my mental illnesses. I found certain discipline, and that's one of the reasons why I'm in Japan, maybe, to avoid getting my head smashed in every time I go out the door. Though the Japanese do have a temper as well. But yeah, I have looked. Don't worry. I am very, very interested in my mental illnesses, and that's also why I'm also interested in the mental illness of other people.
Well, and other people are going to be interested in yours. You know, I mean, that's the thing. Still, that's what makes you entertaining.
Right,
you're
I'm a
you're a
weirdo.
fun guy.
I'm fine.
Yeah, it's true. I never would have met you if there wasn't Clown Town or any of that, and we had some good times.
So I see you as being so Dubya. I see you as being a stand-up guy, a guy that you could walk into a bar and you could have a drink with, and you could talk about shit, and a really solid guy, upstanding member of society. He's raised.
Thanks, man.
I've seen one of your sons, and
Except that he's creeping on women, and you're talking about his family, right?
You basically, it almost sounds like you're saying what they say about me, Schmuel. So I think if that sounds like what they're saying about me, I think all's fair.
Well, I think that's what I look.
It almost sounded like you were talking to W then.
My understanding of this is that this shit didn't really start until you went on.
He doesn't care. I'm trying to make it about moral principle. I'm trying to make it about an ethical concern, moral principles, being a stand-up guy. I saw W. I am a weirdo.
But what stand-up guy goes on another show and talks shit about somebody that they think is a stand-up guy?
Yeah, he's saying he's not a stand-up guy, but I have to remain that.
I'm the weirdo Manic Spurg. He is the host. You're a host. I'm a guest. He's a host. He's the stand-up guy. He's a solid dude.
Send Roy Cohen the link.
When he acts like, if Dubya acts like a stealth chaos, I forgot what my own name was there. Clip it, Bibly, you fucking parasite.
Well, we know it's not malware, so go ahead.
Why do we know that?
You corrected Schmuel once already, you know?
Yeah, well, get it together, Schmuel. Come on.
Come on, Schmuel.
So anyway, Dubs. I forgot my point. Yeah. No, you're the host.
You were saying, what you were about to say was...
When Big W starts acting like stealth chaos, we're in a shitload of bother. That's trouble.
Okay, but let me ask you this then, still. Can I ask you a question?
It depends.
You've got a friend, right?
No.
Who's been your friend for a while, and he comes to you and says...
I don't have any friends at this point.
Okay, just imagine that you do.
Okay, fair enough.
And he comes to you and says, this other guy who's a friend of ours is hitting on my ex and trashing me.
Yes.
She wants to come on and talk about it. It's actually pretty funny.
Yes. Funny? Why is that? Okay, there you go.
It was funny.
What's funny about that?
Well, I can answer that. But
it's because because you're dummies and you have no subtext.
No,
okay,
it was stealth. It was funny. It was funny because you're the guy that's always kind of telling other people what to do, and you're the one that's above all this stuff, right?
Yes.
And yet you got busted.
I want to apologize. I didn't get busted for fuck all. You're fucking just repeating the fucking narrative. Get a grip, Schmuel. You're supposed to.
What's the narrative? But whoa, slow. Let's focus. What is?
I'm very focused.
So what is this? What is this narrative then? And what is the subtext? What is the subtext? What is the subtext? In what subtext?
It doesn't matter.
Is sliding into the DMs of somebody's ex-girlfriend an thing to do?
Listen, it's my fault.
Dubya should have been. What's the word, guys? I live in Japan. I hardly speak English. You and Schmuel, as you two. You've got me and you've got Dubya on right now. You should be right in the fucking center. Dubya should have been right in the fucking center. He wasn't. He found it funny.
Well, we had 3 hosts.
No, you didn't.
And all 3 of us found it funny. That was
but I don't understand. But what was not funny about it?
I want to talk to Dubs now for a little while, Schmuel.
Okay.
Dubya, also, I also found.
Before it was my show, now it's your show. But go ahead.
Yeah, I love you, Schmuel, but you've got to let me do
No, go ahead.
Dave, where are you, David?
Like Final Boss wants to chip in as well. God bless him. Hi, boss. Love you.
I got the
I like
hat
your
now.
moustache. All right, Dubs. Fuck.
Okay,
See,
so you were saying I'm the host, so I should be above it. I should
and
regulate.
Schmuel's the host. He should be. So, what's the word for that? I can't remember the English word.
Um,
When you're between.
Moderate.
Yeah, that's a great
Mediate?
word. Yeah, when you're maybe Schmuel knows it. It's when you have you don't think this person is right or that person is right. You're right smack bang in the middle.
A mediator.
That's what you should be, but it's not the word for it. But yeah, moving on. Everyone gets the point.
Advocate.
I assume. No, that's that's the opposite. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, I should have known the word. It's my bad.
Okay.
But anyway, fuck it. No, but also, can I bring up a point?
Yes, go.
The Dubs knew this. He did know the subtext because he knew, and it's in Origins. Stealth Chaos Origins. It was not Stealth Chaos Origin. What the fuck it was an origin of? I have no idea, and I'd love to know that. But I'll ask you that on another podcast.
Okay.
But didn't he tell you the origin of this?
No,
It was
didn't.
your words. You sold Brian Landon your origin story. It was on Clowntown getting shouted over. So I gave people an example of your origin story. I mean, it's right there, dude.
I told Brian my origin story is getting on MKE. B, it's being on Clowntown chat,
Right.
And the chat is asking me to go on. That's the origin story. But somehow
and being shouted over by 7
that didn't make but that didn't make the final cut. Unfortunately, I want to thank you for because your ex-co-host had assured me that he didn't know anything about this and this was all your deal. But watching him laughing along, and both of you guys talk, never mind. But watching him laughing along really implicates him anyway, because he also wasn't, what's the fucking word? I can't remember. It's not having a particular agenda, But anyway, I can't remember the word. I suck. Okay. But you knew, we both knew that Malware's ex-girlfriend was a psychopath. Because Malware had told us live on the stream.
Right now, but wait, but
that
okay.
happened
Now,
in
no,
real time.
whoa, slow down. I gotta ask. Everybody, stop. Hey, stop talking. I gotta ask a question. Right?
Sorry.
Who contacted who first? Did you contact Annabelle, or did she contact you in the DMs? Because if you knew she was a psycho ex-girlfriend or whatever, then why are you DMing her?
He's saving you. He's going back to his fucking narrative again.
No,
Shall we talk about?
I'm asking a valid question. If you knew that she was crazy, why were you in her DMs? That's all I'm asking.
I'll answer your question on one condition. You'll come on my stream and we can talk about you thinking underage girls are hot for a fucking 2 hours. How would that make you feel? You think I was a moron, wouldn't you? You think it was a complete waste of time, wouldn't you? But that's what you're doing. I want to talk about.
No, it's not. That's not. No. Slow down.
Yeah, say
Okay?
slow down.
The way that I understand this is you and W got along, right? Then you went on a show, you talk shit, about right, and then you talk shit about W on another stream. W got, he got pissed off. Malware came to him and said, "I've got this funny story," right? And now you're acting like W owed you to not do that. And the truth is, you're the one that opened the door, right?
Sorry, I went to get water because my throat is getting a little bit ticklish. If you want me to, I'll disagree because I'm bored of this story.
Okay, Kimberly for $5. Still, with all due respect, you don't want to be talked over, yet you are talking over others.
Yeah, Kimberly, my darling, with all due respect, it's my interview. I'm here to talk about, and people have just made a whole fucking video about me where I didn't get to address anything except in this fucking chat.
Right, but you're really not getting to address it here because you're all over the place. Right. Cool. This is like you're like a pinball bouncing around in a machine. I am. Let's focus a little bit. All right. So answer the question. Right. If you knew she was a nut, why did you then go in her streams? Didn't you know
In her
that then
DMs.
this was a
Stream.
possibility that this stuff was going to come out?
That's a completely different question. Okay, I'd love to answer that question. It's a completely different question to the stupid, tired narrative one. Okay, I've told the story. I was okay. I was putting up posts that I was putting up playlists on X, Twitter, that people were ignoring, and then somebody liked it. So, no, not a playlist, but someone liked one of my posts. Now, Schmuel, I get like 3 likes for when I do a tops, right? Nobody gives a shit what I do. No one likes anything I do. And so I got a like by, and guess who the like was from? So when someone likes my shit, I
All
notice.
caps. Clitoris.
And
all
it was
caps.
all caps. The name of the person was all caps clitoris. Okay?
Yep.
Now,
So that
like
made
I
you
said,
DM her.
I'm in the Dabbleverse because I came in here. I'm interested in interesting, outlying, weird people like your vagina wrinkles, your coddler your coddler
So you
tox. I'm
DM'd
saying it
her
wrong.
because she seems odd and weird.
No, I didn't know it was a she. It's called clitoris in all caps. That sounds like an insult, doesn't it? What normal, sane, normal person is going to
You
call
thought it was a
themselves-
guy? What did you
I
open
didn't
with?
know, Dubs. I have an inquiring mind. I wanted
Wait,
to
you
find
sent a
out.
love list playlist to a guy? I'm
Of course.
confused.
Okay.
Oh, you
No, here's-
silly smooth.
Okay,
Dubs,
so
what a
it's
japester.
okay. It's okay, but we were on Clown
I'm trying to
Town
answer
and
the
now we're-
question. It's a long story. It has you guys.
It's not
you
that
guys
long
love
of a
sound
story.
bites. You don't like knowing the truth. You like to get a small, tiny little answer that you can process. Well, the truth isn't that simple. So clitoris. So I DM'd them. I think. Have you guys found out how difficult it is to go back in DMs and find out what you actually said? It's like really fucking tedious. But anyway, so when I went on, I couldn't remember any of this shit when I actually went on Clowntown. I didn't remember any of it because it didn't matter to me. It was just fucking around on the internet. I went on to, so I DM'd them, I think, and started talking to them, and turned out it was some girl. And they were asking me questions about the Dabbleverse, which scared me a bit. And I said, "You don't want to worry about that, dear." And then they told me that about Clowntown or something. I think I'm paraphrasing, and I might be lying because I don't really remember any of this shit. But it's kind of true, kind of sort of true.
Okay.
And now, what I wanted to say, Dubs, and I think this is very important because you have called me a liar. Malware called me a liar to my face. And with my moral code, once you call me a liar, Schmuel, to be fair, once someone calls me a liar, I don't think there's any point talking to them anymore because they've already told me that they have no respect for me, and whatever I say, they're going to think it's a lie. So there's
But
no
what's the lie? I'm very confused because you're all over
doesn't
the place.
matter.
What
They
is the
call me
lie?
a liar. W called me a liar now, today, on this thing. Malware called me a liar on the... And so these two people have both called me a
But
liar.
what was the lie though?
The lie
It was
was, and I'm about to tell you, that's what I wanted to say. Thanks, Mo. That's
All
what I was
right.
getting to before you.
All right,
you-
what's the lie?
the lie that I obviously told is that I did not know it was Malware's girlfriend. And when I said that on W's stream, well, W thinks I'm a liar, and Malware said, hey, he said I was a liar to my face. It didn't seem very, people calling me a liar wasn't very funny to me. People calling me a liar is basically calling me I'm like a piece of shit that doesn't need to be listened to. It's like
So when
basically
you
putting
said
on a
in the
train
chat-
sandwich.
When you said in the chat the other night that Annabelle told you I'm creeping her out, that was the truth?
No, that was good-natured ribbing.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
No, but W, it's
Funny how
because
that works.
I think you'll have trouble getting her on your stream now.
Okay.
That
That
Roy
doesn't
Cohn
matter to
Esquire
me.
for $1.99. Just tell the fucking story. Salient points only.
Roy Cohen, Esquire, good point. I'm going to do my own stream at some point, probably, possibly, maybe not. But when I do, I will be able to tell the whole story, and it'll be even more boring. And I'll have even
So
more...
So the thing about not knowing she was Malware's ex, you were on the stream with us when Malware described the story of her
Exactly.
stealing money.
Exactly.
Then how long into the conversation before you found out this was the girl that that Malware was talking about?
I think I've got it written down somewhere, but I can't
And so
pull it up
you-
right now.
Okay, so the second you learned that was her, you stopped talking to her?
No, not at all.
Because that's what you said. Once I found out she was Malware's ex, I quit talking to her. That's what you said.
Well, if that's a legit quote, which I don't think it is, but it's fine.
It is. It's in the it's in the video. It's all right there.
No, but that was which time? You only made a video. Did you? Is that all the times that you've done this
It's
to
one
me?
of your chats that we pulled up. You said I should thank you, Malware. Once I found out she was your ex, I stopped talking to her and lost
Is it
interest.
in one of my chats?
It was one of your chats. Yes.
Yeah. No, I dodged the bullet is what I said. I dodged the bullet, so you're not quoting it properly. Anyway,
Okay, I should thank you. Something along those lines. I dodged the
something
bullet.
like that. But I wasn't talking to Malware. I was addressing the chat because I was getting shat on, literally publicly humiliated. For like the
Okay.
fourth
So did
time.
you stop talking to her the second you learned she was Malware's ex?
No, I didn't.
That's why he called you a liar, because you claimed you did.
Why are you speaking for Malware?
Because I'm telling you what happened. That's why he said in that thing, "Why are
Well,
you
no,
lying?"
well, I don't know why I would have said that because it's not true, and the real, and I have a
Exactly.
better reason. I have a better reason. Would you like to know my? Though, to be honest with you, like I said, you put me on a catch-22 situation where if I actually, if I tell my truth, then other people are going to get damage, and I don't. I just wanted to put it to bed, which is why I apologize to everybody.
Okay.
Like a coward.
Stealth, I'll tell you this: if you'll stop.
Because I was raised a Christian.
If you'll stop doing those things where you talk about my personal life with people and laugh and joke and tell lies, this never would have happened and it'll stop.
Unfortunately, you've opened Pandora's box now, Dubs. It's bigger than just you and me. Everybody, like, oh, poor old Schmuel thinks I'm a fucking child predator now. Even Schmuel gets called child predator all the time. Doesn't somehow.
I don't think you're a child.
I never said that.
A 27-year-old is hardly child predator.
Schmuel, you don't
What I
go
am
there.
saying, what I am saying is, it's a little weird to me
You're
to be sending
protege.
out
You're
playlists.
scared rent boy. The final boss has said I was hitting on underage girls. Many people in chats have said I hit on underage
But
girls.
I can't. But
That's
I'm not.
nothing I've
No,
ever
Bob.
said. I've never said that.
I've never said it, and I can't be held responsible for what other people say. What other
I don't
people
really
say.
care. I don't care what you guys are streamers. You've got a job to do. You have to entertain people. It's the reaction of the hoi polloi, the common crowd, when they don't say that these guys are full of shit. This is all bullshit. When they join in on the pile-on, that's what pisses me off. Well, it kind of pisses me off. That's one I don't like it. I think that's one I think humanity's doomed, and it is doomed.
But they do listen. But still, they all join in on the pylon.
Yes.
Either you fight back, or you become part of it.
Schmooley
Right?
bye.
I choose to fight back.
Strike.
Right?
You're doing
What
a
is-
show. You're doing that. You're a show host. That's what I said to you. You and Dubya, you're here to entertain. That's cool. You're part of the Dabbleverse.
So,
That's
Stealth, what do
fucking
you
cool.
want me to do when you go on a show that hates me and you trash me along with them? And I think we're friends. What should I do in that situation?
You don't think we're friends. You have not thought we were friends for a long, long time. Don't lie. Come on.
At that point, I thought we were cool.
No, you didn't. Come on.
Yes, I did. You were coming on Clown Town like.
You haven't liked me you didn't like me when I was going on Clown Town on the regular because you thought I was buddying up with the other guy that you hate.
No,
and
that's
the
not
other
true.
guy that hates you thought I was buddying up with you. So
That's not true.
you both talk shit.
What you're saying right now is not true, but you
It's
believe
true
it.
for me.
as
It's
if
my truth. What am I supposed
okay.
to do?
You're wrong. You're wrong.
How so?
Because I didn't think you were buddying up with him.
No,
didn't
the other guy was,
dislike
and he was telling me all the time. and he's
Okay, but
missed-
why did you just say I thought that? Because I didn't think that.
No, because you
understand?
I've seen you pissed off.
Yeah, you piss me off sometimes.
On
You're annoying as
screen.
fuck. Yeah. So what?
And it
That
seems
doesn't
to
mean
be,
I hate you. That doesn't mean I hate you.
Well, I don't want to get too meta about why was Clowntown created and why someone like you
No,
should
but
not be
I'm
in
just
favor of.
addressing the
You should
things
not be
that you're saying
in favor
right
of
now.
doxers. You should not be in favor of doxers and leakers and people that
I'm not.
share. Yeah, you're enabling it, my dear friend,
No,
Big W.
She wanted to share those DMs. We let her. That's it. End of
Yeah,
story.
you enabled her. You enabled somebody
Okay.
that you knew had.
I
what do you-
didn't know
okay,
that.
could you
No,
fill
I
in?
didn't.
Could
Do
you?
you think that if W hadn't done it, somebody else wouldn't have done it? I mean, do you think that the information would not have gotten out there?
It depends.
I mean,
Maybe
at
Malwa
least
would
with
have done.
these guys, they made it funny.
It happened in
Right?
real
Maybe-
time, Stealth. I didn't know what the DMs were going to say. I didn't know
Maybe-
that there were that many.
Maybe Malwa would have used some other poor dupe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe they just thought W was the easiest person to use. I don't know. But the thing is with malware,
He insults you over and over, and then he just acts like.
listen. Yeah,
Okay.
if I really want to stick it to you, I'm not going on me and Musk. If I really want to stick it to you, I'll be extremely polite and be very measured in what I say, and I will
Can't
take
wait.
you
I
down.
can't wait. Do
fucking
it right now.
intellectually.
Do it right now. Insult me. Oh, go have at it.
I'd love to, but it's my interview, and I'm supposed to be talking about this situation.
Okay.
So let's do it another time. Maybe on your time, W. This is Schmuel stream right now. But
But this
it's all
is,
about
but
you,
isn't,
darling.
but isn't this the situation? I mean, isn't this what sort of prompted your getting all of this sort of the hate and stuff? Nobody before this stuff went down, everybody was
No,
stealth, stealth, stealth. You got to have
absolutely
stealth on
not,
your
Schmuel.
show. Stealth
No,
people really
Schmuel.
liked you, stealth.
Absolutely, Schmuel. Where have you been, honey? Okay, listen. No, that's complete nonsense, and any OGs will know that's not. And W knows that's not complete nonsense. One of the reasons to have me on is because everyone fucking hates me. That's it's Kevin Brennan 101. You get someone that everyone hates on, and things kick off. What I wanted to say was, I actually thought W saying that malware had malware thought it was funny. Now I think that's sick and perverted. However, because for me, this is all based.
You have a different.
Well, let me finish. Let me finish, my darling.
All right.
For me, this is all based in very, very, what I was hearing on my end that you don't know about, malware doesn't know about, was I was hearing allegations about extremely horrible behavior, okay? Which I'm not going to divulge. I'm not going to go on a stream and share and show that person's, she's fucked me over. Do you think that means I'm going to go on and share DMs? I'm not. That's not who I am. My mother would fucking kill me if I did that, okay?
Okay, that's up to
I don't
you,
want to
dude.
embarrass
That's
my
your
mother.
choice.
Yeah, right. That's who I am, and that's who I am, and I unapologetically sorry, and that's why it's gonna be a boring stream, because I'm not gonna shit on the other person. They can do whatever they fucking like. I'm just glad that they're not in my life anymore. Maybe they'll come on Clowntown again and do it again, but I think people are getting tired of it, Dubs. Anyway, but they're always happy when a woman comes on, because unlike them, there's a lot of fucking lonely guys out there, and I'm not one of those guys. That's not what motivates me most in life. And I wanted to talk to you about that, Schmuel, actually. That's not, some guys are not motivated by carnal fucking desire the whole time.
Well, you guys could go back to talking. I
No,
don't
I'm
mean to
glad you
interrupt
showed up,
your.
Dubs. This is very cathartic for me. I finally got to actually fucking address some of the allegations. One thing I wanted to say was, I thought malware would often say nice things about me in chat. Malware would often say stealth's my guy or stealth's my whatever he says in his language, whatever that language is. But
you started
he was
trashing him to his ex, dude.
I thought he was I've never trashed malware ever.
Are you kidding?
Well, tell us how I trashed him, please.
It was in the DMs. You were calling him a wannabe gangster drug addict that's going to be dead soon to his ex. It was in the DMs that she shared.
Yeah. That was.
And up to that point.
Well, okay. How would
he
you
thought
do? You think
cool.
do you think that's trashing him, or do you think that's fair?
You don't think that's trashing him?
You don't think that's the way that malware, like, basically?
No,
that is the way malware presents himself to the world.
No.
Look, I don't know the guy, but he always seems to me to be a guy that's just having a fun time. Like, I don't know.
Schmuel, God will help you. Okay. All right. Well, I hope that's brought
we
you
don't
some
have
grace.
that
I hope that
impression.
will buy malware. I hope that you saying that will stop malware coming at with you and accusing you of vile shit. So God bless you, Schmuel.
Malware accusing me. This is the whole point. Still, people accuse me of vile shit all the time.
Anyway,
I don't care because I know who I am. Right? I'm comfortable with who I am. You can say what you want. Right?
Normally,
I'm not. I will come back at you for it, but say what you want.
Well, normally, Schmuel, I hate to say, I'm saying I'm better than everyone else again, but if people said the vile shit that they said about you, normally I would jump in to defend you. But because you're saying it, and because
you don't, you didn't jump in to defend me. So why would we believe that?
Probably, Dubs. I don't know if you watch every single episode of Me and Musk, but if you but you fucked me. You fucked with me so badly, man. You're a
we were on good terms at that point.
Yeah, you did. Maybe that's because you're stupid.
Shut up, Schmuel.
Okay.
Thanks, Karmic.
Yeah, so you're not insulting people. You're just.
It's Karmic live.
You're just a nice guy. Yeah.
Guys, Final Boss. If Karmic goes live, I'm gonna have to go watch that. I'm sorry, and we're gonna have a karaoke off. and I need
I
to
gotta
watch
go
you.
anyway, but I'll let you
All right,
No,
guys
so
have your.
Dubya, stick around.
actually, no,
No, I
I
really do. I gotta go.
W, I'm actually gonna let you go because I want
Yeah.
to. I really want to finish up with Stealth because I want to talk about Karmic with him,
All right.
and
Well, no,
I'm
I just
sitting
want to say one
outside,
last
and
thing.
that's a garbage truck that you're
I
all
thought
hearing.
I thought that Malware was my guy. So again, the fact that Malware had a laugh at my expense, that was quite a rude awakening to me. So I guess it's the DV as chipping. You know, I guess I'm just
Stealth,
naive.
you were trashing him to his ex-girlfriend.
In DMs, yeah, the
Okay,
ex-girlfriend.
so how could
W,
you say?
okay. You don't know what she was saying to me about him.
Okay,
Oh,
whatever.
do you?
But
Do you?
if he's your guy, no, I don't. But
Why not?
if
He said he read the DMs, so he knew. So he knew what she'd said about him. So if you knew what she had said about him, also one thing I will
what does
divulge
that have to do with what you said about him? If
on
you
your
guys were
amazing
friends,
clip that you did, there's a part where she said. Also, the interviewing was so shitty. You never pushed back on one fucking thing. You could have made it much more interesting. But one thing she said was, I told her she shouldn't leave her apartment. Does that sound strange to you?
yeah, it sounded really strange to
Well,
me.
why do you think I said that to her? There's a reason for that, and it's not about her. It's about what I said to her. So I feel I can say this. Oh, I
You
can't
weren't
say
on
it.
the stream to explain. You wouldn't take the link, so I had to take her side.
No, but what do you think? Why do you think I would say that to somebody I hardly knew? It's not normal behavior. Why would I do
Because
that?
you didn't want her going out. You wanted to chat with her.
Why
all
would
day.
you say, Dubya, if you were talking to somebody, why
Why
would
did
you
you
not
come
want,
on and explain it back
and
then?
they were in a foreign country, why would you not want them to go out? And you're a stand-up guy.
Me?
Yeah, you're a defender of women.
Well, depends on the country.
Well, no, it also depends on the person, what they tell you about their experiences in that country, and then what I said right afterwards, which was maybe you shouldn't be going out. It doesn't sound safe where you are. Okay?
Yeah, that's
Let's leave it at
reasonable.
that. I don't want to say any more because then I'll be breaking my code. I
That's
wanted her to
reasonable.
stay in her. I wanted her to not leave her room because it seems like she couldn't leave her room without getting into a fucking.
Okay, hey, Stealth, that's a perfectly reasonable explanation. Too bad
But
you
it's
never
also
came on.
it's also a red flag for me. It's another red flag for me because I've been with girls that will get into. They will say, "This happened to me. This happened to me.
Right.
Love me. Take care of me. You better come see me because I'm and it really again, it's another red flag. It's another this person.
Yeah, I hear you.
is not for me. This person is borderline. They are constantly looking for drama, and drama they're finding it, and whether it's real or made up. The first introduction I had to her was from Malware's lips, and he said, "This girl." I can't even remember the story because again, it was so fast what he said, and it was so what the fuck. It was like something about a trail of money. She ran away.
Yeah.
And it was bizarre, and
It was.
All right. So listen, guys, we're
that's his
we're
world.
just
That's
we're
what he thinks
we're
is funny. It's not my
we're
world.
at this point. We're just going in circles.
No, we're not.
With
We
this
just
thing.
had a
And
completely different new point, which I'm very thankful
and
for saying.
and
Thank you, Dubs.
Yeah.
Dub,
Yeah.
I know you wanted to drop off, and so thank you for coming on. It was a surprise,
yeah.
and I know you've been busy all day. So I'm gonna let you go. And Stealth, I want to ask you some questions about some other people in the Dabbleverse.
All right.
Thanks
see
for
you
coming
guys.
on, Dubby. It was
Thanks.
it's very cathartic for me. Thank you. I'm glad I got
You
the
bet.
chance to talk. I think it should be continued though.
Okay.
It
Sounds good,
should
man.
be. We'll do this again next week, same time. You guys write your notes.
No,
and,
God, no.
We'll get it all
I'll
together.
talk. Stealth, just reach out to me if you want to talk.
I don't have a stream. I'm not a host of anything. Why would I
You
reach out to
you know how to hit me up.
You can DM girls. You can DM him.
All right. Later on.
Good day.
Obviously, I can't DM. Bye. Obviously, I can't
All
DM
right.
girls. I seem to really massively fuck it up when I do, don't I? I'm obviously incapable of DMing girls.
Look, it's when DMing women in the Dabbleverse, especially if you're an old guy, is always going to be considered
okay.
creepy.
Schmuel, one of the differences between you and I is you define yourself as an old guy. I never think about myself as being an old guy because I don't feel like an old guy. And people around me in real life don't address me as an old guy.
Well,
Certainly, I am an old guy, but it's not an issue in my life.
I'm also very married, so I don't go back and forth in DMs with women.
No, it's cool. But I
Probably
just wish,
out of respect for the missus.
what I wanted to say Well, you have to. You're a host of a fucking podcast. Of course you DM with women. What the fuck are you talking about? I have to say though that what the fuck do I have to say? No, so you have you don't mind you define yourself. I don't like the reason I have got a thing about being called old is because it's a cheap way of putting you in a box. So I don't like it when they do it to you. I think it's a cheap shot, and I don't like it when they do it to like certain ladies in the Davos. I'm not even going to say her name because that would I don't want to
Well,
embarrass her.
look, I agree. I agree with you. It is a cheap shot,
It
but
makes them
in
look like
my
mongoloids. End of.
in my world, when somebody goes after me about my age or my looks or any of those things, I know they've got nothing.
1000%, exactly. But you've got to. Could you explain that to Final Boss? Because if he does that in public, he's going to get smashed.
What? Going? Yeah. Well, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't talk. I don't really talk to Final Boss very
Someone's
much.
got to talk to the.
I don't. I
Someone's got
don't.
to talk to him.
I don't. I look. I don't talk to all these
He's a
people. You
father
know,
figure.
and I've offered Final Boss guidance. Final Boss has turned it down. And
Getting better. He's getting better since he was hanging out with you, Schmuel. I'll give you that.
well, I met him at Rodney's, and you know, he's a good kid. I mean, he's been very helpful to me when I've needed help, but it's not somebody that I don't converse with him, and you know,
You had him under the
he's gonna live his life the way he wants to live his life.
You
I
had him
mean,
under the cosh at Rodney's. That he was like you had him right under your finger the whole time, right?
no, not at all.
Okay, maybe I
He
was
was
watching.
he does look. He does what he wants to do, and you know, in person, I did make fun of him because he had the diamond studs and the nose stud. Uh, but you know,
Yeah,
there we go. But you know, the
maybe he's a
thing,
he's actually a black guy.
the reason why, in my view, the reason why Final Boss leveled up and got better was because he learned to not take shit from the likes of Mir. You know,
No,
he went right back at them.
okay,
You
well,
know,
what's
Mir's
really
nothing
weird
but
about
just a drunk, you know, who likes to rage about, you know, fags and black people, and nobody believes that he's got anything
which
going on.
one is that?
So
Mir or Boss that likes to rage and
Mir
okay,
Mir just
thank you.
likes to yell. He likes to, you know,
It's his
uh,
shtick. It's his shtick. It's Dabbleverse stuff. You're a big Dabbleverse guy. You know the shtick. It's you're a fan of Anthony Cumia. It's cool. It's all good.
but it's not a but see, the thing is, Anthony Cumia is actually funny. Right now, whether I
That's
agree with him,
subjective. That's purely subjective.
whether I agree with him or disagree with him,
Purely subjective.
he's at least humorous,
Purely subjective.
right?
Some people think that
Well,
Anthony Cumia is the devil.
Mir is anything
A lot of people
but
think that Anthony
humorous.
Cumia is the devil, and Mia is a very cool dude. I'm going to keep my personal feelings out of it, but what I do think, and this is only my opinion, is I think when I look at that little cutie Final Boss, and then I look at little Mia and the kind of music they're into and their ages and everything, I think that little Final Boss and little Mia should be hanging out as best
Uh,
friends.
the final boss, I couldn't handle anymore. I ejected from backstage. Oh, final boss ejected. I'm sorry. I did remove W, and I'm realizing, oh, did I remove?
Boss, you spelled ejaculating wrong.
No, he ejected.
Oh
And
yeah,
I know
ejaculated.
you're trying to make a funny, but I'm just shitting all
Am I
over
allowed to
it.
make a funny, Schmuel?
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank God bless
But
you.
all right, so I have a closing question, which I'm not going to ask you right
Do
now.
you think
First, I
Final
want
Boss likes me,
first
Schmuel? Do you think
first
Final Boss loves me?
I have no idea.
No,
I
but what
don't
do you know him well? Come on, you think he loves me?
I don't know. I don't know him well. I don't
How
know.
much do you
There
think
are
he loves
very
me?
few people in the DV that I know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you how Final Boss feels about you. I
Come
really don't
on.
know.
Can't
I
you
don't.
feel it in the air though? When I'm around, can't you feel him getting excited?
I haven't seen you and him together. What are you thinking you get him?
Yeah, I
You know,
blocked him out of everything.
his nether regions like rocking. Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't like to, yeah, I don't think he has nether regions. He's a little angel. He's a cherub. He doesn't have nether regions. What are you talking about? He's a beautiful little doll.
All right. So, Stealth, how do you want to be viewed? If you could have your choice? How would you want people in the Dabbleverse to view you?
I want people in the Dabbleverse to do whatever the fuck they like because it's a free country. And it's life is very, very hard. and life sucks. So what I want you to do, professional model. Thanks. Blob made it funny. I just noticed. I'm so slow. He said professional model. I don't know how that's a joke, but anyway, there you go.
Well, you have professional model as your name.
Yeah, that's Blob. Blob did that. Could give him his credit. You should give him a little extra this week.
Oh, I thought you did that. I didn't know that he did.
Did I? Come on, Schmuel, give me a fucking break. I was trying to keep that quiet. I find it slightly embarrassing. It's
What that you were? We know you were, but it's
but
not
I
like
didn't. It's one of many things I've done in my life. It's not, and nothing I certainly would never brag about it. It's something
it's not anything to be embarrassed about. That's for sure.
It kind of is, Schmuel. It kind
But
of
no,
is.
sir. But all right, bottom
Especially in
line,
2026 it
bottom
is.
line, Stealth. If you came into this today, no
wouldn't wanna be
history,
seen.
whatever. How do you want people to view? How do you want people to view?
As somebody that's an outsider, that's an individual. They're trying to say I'm a liar, and they're doing that. They're trying to say I'm a liar because I want people to see me as a truth teller. I want people to see me as someone who knows about music and someone who knows about movies and culture, and I want to attract those kind of people. I don't want to attract Startling John fans or who are these podcast fans. I don't give a fuck about any of that crap, and I'll tell you to your faces, it's not my bag. And if that's what you like, you go watch somebody else. But so I'm a weirdo. I'm different. I'm just somebody that's had a different life, and I hope that by having a different life, different opinions, a different way of talking. Then I hope that's slightly interesting when you put me in the mix with everything else that's going on. That's all.
So, and you think that the view that people do have of you is wrong. It's incorrect.
No, I think that it's not incorrect because it's their view. They don't know anything about me. As much as I can possibly help it, they don't know anything about me, so they can have whatever view they want, and it's their view. It's purely subjective, but I hope that they understand that they don't know what the fuck, they don't know anything about me, and they're basing everything on nonsense. So that's cool.
I mean, look, you've come across to me as a guy that's like tried to troll me, and and then in my thing, and then when it comes back at you, you get upset. Do you mind if Dave Sauer comes on?
Not at all. I love Dave.
All right.
I want to have a nuanced conversation with Dave, and I hope he's going to conjecture some new ideas into the.
So, welcome, Dave Sauer. Dave,
Hi.
before we jump in, I see that all night long, and I've ignored it, but I just can't. Joey C has been in our chat, trying to level up, get a little stealth heat. So I just wanted to acknowledge Joey. Thank you for coming.
About me, Joey doesn't know who I am, literally.
Well,
nobody knows who I am. Very few people. Like, we know the DV is small. The amount of people that know who I am is like, what, 20 people tops?
I disagree. I think everybody either knows who you are or has an opinion about you.
How? This is the biggest stream. This is the biggest show I've ever been on.
Clowntown's bigger than us.
No, it isn't.
But Stealth, I don't ask me how, but people know who you are. I mean, I get Stealth DMs not about you all the time, wanting to have you come on.
Really?
Yes. Very
Yeah, they wanna
often
see me publicly humiliated.
you're brought up a lot of times.
Anyways,
Well,
let's not.
I mean,
let's
publicly
get-
humiliating is something that
Witch trials.
it happens. It's not, but it's not witch trials.
I
Stealth.
thought if I came on your show, I got to join the Illuminati.
Well, no. I'm going to go back to something way back when Karmic. I think it was when his first breakup with Felicia, and you trying to talk him out of going back to her. I thought that was good. I thought that advice was good, and that's kind of where you were, and that would be a decent niche for you. But I think you wanted to play, when you went on Mirror and Musk, and and you shit on W. You wanted to be a player, and then when it came back at you, that's when you got all bent out of shape and upset.
Who's gonna know this? Smooth, that's like coming in. Let's starting to read a book like halfway through. You know, you've got no context at all. You don't know anything about me, do you? Come on, admit it. I'm not your sort of a. I'm not your out of the DV. I'm not your style of idiot. So you don't know much about me, which is I could normally, if I wasn't getting all these accusations on me, and I actually woke up in the middle of the night out of the blue, and when I opened my computer, I saw that Clanton had done a video about me. Isn't that a bit spooky?
People do videos about me all the time,
Yeah,
Stealth.
but you're Schmuel Buckman. No, what I'm saying is that it's like what I'm trying to say is imply is that somehow I picked up a signal that there was a video out about me, and I woke up in the middle of the night. And I sleep through earthquakes all the time. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, you do. Dave, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Hi, Stealth. How you doing, bud?
Well, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I haven't slept since. So people dislike my
On my way to heaven, Mr. Rager. Tell me some of your stories. Tell me what your problems.
That's not Echo and the Bunnymen, so I'm disappointed.
Here, so,
Stealth. My view on this stuff is it's like you enjoy the hate. You enjoy having people come after you.
I'm not used to it.
And you're all good with it until it gets to be a little bit too personal, right?
And then what do I do?
Spurg
Nothing.
out like
Okay.
you've done with this whole
Spurg
Annabelle
out.
thing. Roy
I'm
Cohn for Donna
spurg
Dave,
out.
are you
Wait.
okay?
I'm okay.
Dave, what?
Are you okay? I'm okay. I'm okay.
Like some people accuse Dave of spurging out, but he's just been performative too. We're performers.
true.
We're on a fucking stage called Streamlabs or EV Mux, whatever,
It's true.
and we're performing. We're little dancing fucking monkeys, and you're the organ grinder, Schmuel.
Yeah.
Totally not the organ grinder.
But it's a
I-
good. It's
look,
a
I'm
good
bringing, I'm
girl.
br- look, I'm bringing you on. Look, I brought you on. W came on. You had a chance to clear the air, right? I didn't
Got
ambush
nowhere.
you. We didn't try to shit on you. It wasn't,
Kinda
not
did.
trying to
Kinda
play.
did, though. Kinda
No,
did.
no. And
No,
to
for
be
me-
and to be honest, I had sent and I had almost forgotten that I had sent W the link, but I had sent it to him because he was on Husey earlier today, and I wanted to talk to him about something. I never expected you to take the link.
No, of course
So-
not. That's why I came on. I like to subvert expectations. But Schmuel, you know what? The worst, if you really want to piss me off, I'll tell everybody right now, just so. And Sam Bibley knows this. The worst thing you can do to piss me off is either A, call me a liar, or lie about me. That drives me up the fucking wall. Because if I think humor has to be based on truth, or it's not funny. Like Dub said about, he got it on because it's funny. It's not funny if it's lying. And if you think I'm a liar, then yeah, I'm lying again. But then you got to choose: am I lying, or am I really pissed off because I hate liars?
Yeah, but that's how. But you have to know yourself. If you know
do know
you're
myself.
not lying, then you don't. You can't fight it, right? I mean, people lie.
I don't. You know what I do? I go off and enjoy life. And they say, "Where's Stealth? He ran away. Oh, I forced him on. I chased him away." Meanwhile, I'm in a fucking cafe just having a great time with my friends,
Okay, okay, but I mean, you do come across as if this stuff does upset you.
Lying upsets me. Hypocrisy upsets me. Accusing people of being saying that. Okay, for example, you won't heard this story, but I'll tell it anyway. Apparently, there's one guy on stream, and people said that he said that this person was hot, like an underage person was hot. Everybody knew it wasn't. Everybody knows the truth. Tommy Jordan, $2. I heard this liar Stealth was lying yesterday. Yeah, I know. That's funny. Tommy's funny and charming. And if you're charming and funny, then you get a pass from me. If you're uncharismatic, evil, like hateful little parasite, I'm not crazy about it. Call me insane. Yeah. So let's say there's this podcast host and everyone says, "Oh yeah, he said this thing about he thought an underage girl was hot," and then everybody just goes with it. That pisses me the fuck off. Now I might hate Schmuel Buckman. Oh, sorry, shouldn't have said your name, but still pisses me off. The principle of it pisses me off, and it's principles that piss people. People acting like animals pisses me off. I don't care if it's about you or about me. The principle is the same. Most people get upset when they're getting attacked, but when it's someone else, they're loving it. Well, that pisses me off too. I hate that kind of behavior. It's scumbag behavior, and that's why I was kind of pressing Dubya on what I consider
That
him.
goes, but still, that goes back to what we said earlier about, the old stuff and whatnot.
Yes.
It's what
Not
they've
really.
got. So if that's where they're gonna go, I know they've got nothing.
Yeah, but it's
Right?
depressing.
They're
It's
not
depressing.
anybody, but but I don't come to the Dabbleverse for principles. They're
Right.
not here,
We
right?
can.
Like
I'd
the
like to
streaming,
talk
I
to-
don't. But I will tell you, when you go, when I go to events and stuff, that's when I meet the real people. They're fun. They're enjoyable.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
And that's cool. I come to the Dabbleverse, A, to communicate in English, and B, like I said, to find interesting, weird people. Okay? Most people, my thesis is that most people come to the Dabbleverse, and going back to what W said, not because it's funny, but they come here to shit on people, belittle people, and humiliate them. And they do that because their lives aren't great. So what they want to do is make other people's lives miserable so they can feel better about their lives. Would you agree, Stealth Buckman?
Buckman. I think that there are a number of people who fit that category, but I think it's a smaller number of
I think
people
it's
than
80%.
you.
I'm not a maths guy, but I think it's 80%.
No, I think it's closer. I think it's closer to 10 or 12.
I always say 80%. Well, that's why you like the Dabbleverse, and I want to burn it down. And that's another reason why people don't like me. They can sense the animosity. I don't like this. They're mostly full of fucking degenerate fucking scumbags. And I like to call out degenerate fucking scumbags. And degenerate fucking scumbags do not like to be called out on their degeneracy and their scumbaggery. And that's why they don't like me. If I don't want to be disliked so much, I should shut my fucking mouth, correct? No one likes my accent anyway.
Well, I don't see what the point is. What's the point? If they're degenerate scumbags, nothing you're going to say is going to change them.
Well,
So
I don't
why
try and change
bother?
their
Why
mind.
are you wasting your breath?
Because often I find the degenerate fucking scumbags piling on somebody, and I enjoy, and maybe this is narcissism on my part, I enjoy calling them out and saying and telling them what they're doing and saying that they are degenerate scumbags. That's kind of what I like to do. So a lot of what you might have seen me as being like a troll or piece of shit or whatever, it's basically me trying to stick up for somebody that's sticking it to. Now I already said to you that if I normally I would have 1,000% stood up for you, but because of what you said about me, fuck that. You know what I mean?
Well, Stealth, this is kind of reminding me of, Ray DeVito. Like, I'm not in the Dabbleverse. I'm not in the Dabbleverse. I'm better than the Dabbleverse.
Right.
But yet here you are in the Dabbleverse.
Would you like
And
to
you're as
point out
much
the
a part of
differences?
the Dabbleverse as I am.
Would you like? I don't do I don't do a stream. B, I'm not a professional comedian. C, I've not been on MLC. The biggest podcast I've been on is this one, and I came on purely not for clout, because not to what's the word? Advertise, not to plug anything. I came on here purely because you asked me, and I was impressed that you'd asked me.
Well,
Even though
but
I
I've been
expect
asking you for a
numbers to-
year. I mean, it's
No, you haven't. You come on.
it's
You
not
haven't.
it's
You're
not
cooler
like
than
this.
that.
It's not like this is new.
You say
But I have-
you've been asking me for a year. It sounds like you've been begging me to come on. You haven't. You've asked me occasionally when when people are like saying when people have been saying where's Stealth Chaos, he hasn't been around a lot because they don't like it when people escape the Dabbleverse, which I do frequently because I don't need the Dabbleverse needs me more than I need the Dabbleverse apparently, and they don't like that because they're addicts.
I completely
Fucking
disagree. I mean, if
junkies.
you don't want to be in the Dabbleverse, you just don't be in
I'm
the
not in the
Dabbleverse, right?
Dabbleverse. It's
You
painful.
are.
You've been telling me, Schmuel, respectfully, you've been telling me that I'm not doing it right. And
I'm not telling you you're not doing it right.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no, I
saying.
mean that. I'm saying I'm not doing it right. I'm very proud of it. I'm not playing the game correctly. I'm not being a good Dabbleverser. I'm not going to go to Hackamania. I'm not going to fly in a helicopter. I'm not going to play bubble craps. I am going to talk my bullshit, sing David Bowie or Morrissey songs when I'm allowed to, and be misunderstood and be shat on by parasites. That's all cool.
Well, it is cool. It would be very
Well, it's
cool if
not
it didn't
cool,
seem
but-
to upset you so much.
I
But you
have to.
you really seem to be like taking this to heart and really getting
No,
upset about it.
if you asked me about my top 10 Bowie songs, I'd be just the same. It's my I'm that's why I don't drink caffeine. I I drink alcohol like 3 times a year. I don't take any other stimulants. I certainly don't touch fucking Red Bull. I don't smoke cigars. I have to very carefully regulate I have a very weird personality.
Oh, we
And
can't
that's
all be
why
as cool as me, but I get it.
No, exactly, 100%. That's one reason why I think it'll be interesting for me to go on NJ Ranger, because I don't know if NJ Ranger's still around, but he's probably bored of me. But I want to go on NJ Ranger purely because I would think he might be the complete opposite personality of me, and I find that interesting.
And
I'm
opposite in what way?
I think every single way. That's why I find it interesting. He's a numbers guy. I don't want to say anything. He's a numbers guy. He's got his statistics. He's got names. He's got numbers. He's got he's got photos. He's got everything at his. He's prepared, right? Oh my God, the camera's freaking out on you, dude.
Yeah, that's all right.
Camera went all stealth chaos on your ass. Hey, Schmuel, I don't like coming onto your podcast and then some asshole is calling me professional model. I find that a little bit belittling. No,
yeah, I didn't. If I could change it, I would. I thought that you did that. I thought you were doing it as a joke.
It's been hanging. It's like it's a Clowntown thing. It's funny. Yeah, I'm joking. It's cool. It's actually, that's the thing. When people dox me, a lot of the time they're trying to make me look stupid, but it kind of, I know I'm dumb, but I kind of think like the Clowntown video today. I think, because I'm stupid, I think if you really watch it, like Liam's questioning, I don't like Liam at all, and Liam hates my guts, but Liam's questioning the narrative on that video. He's saying, that's a bit weird. And then even though he's actually joining in the shitting on me because he hates me, but he still kind of questions it. And also, Annabelle, she doesn't go in that hard, and she's not really saying anything that terrible about me. The only thing she kind of said about me is I didn't let her go out of the, I was telling her not to leave the apartment, and that was for her own health and safety, honestly.
Well, look, the strange part of this, I think to most people, is you sending her a playlist of songs. It does seem
Did I not
a
explain that to
little
you?
odd. No, I mean you explained it. Whether or not people will buy the explanation is a completely different story.
I don't care because it's the truth. I can't. It's the truth, so deal with it. Also, when I do start a stream, I'm probably gonna. If anybody wants playlists, I'll give them fucking. My stream will be a playlist. I'll try to do. I probably won't be able to do anything. Thank you for allowing me to test my mic out. Schmuel, at one point you sent me. Maybe it was. I got a message saying somebody was wanting to do something with my mic. Right? Did you know that?
You in the chat you're talking about?
No, in behind the scenes where I don't know what happened, but somebody, I think so. Maybe my mic is too loud, or
No, Peter Sky Parker actually complimented your mic skills, which is
I've got no mic
high
skills.
praise in the high praise in the Dabblerverse. He
Well,
wanted
somebody behind the
you to
scenes.
teach us how to do it.
So Schmuel, I've failed to use this mic. I spent a year. Everyone thinks I'm crap on streams. I spent like a year and whatever and change without having a proper mic. So this is the first time I'm actually using a mic. So this is a blessing for me that people cannot talk over me. And because like on Brian Landon, I could barely hear myself. And I'm like, what the fuck? What a complete waste of time that was.
Gotcha. All right, listen.
Do you want to talk
look,
karmic before we go?
Brian Landon is not my, Brian is ultimate Dabbleverse. I've seen him. I've been with him when an incident happened. The way he relays the incident is completely different. It's a made up story.
Okay, I'm gonna take over the show now and interview you because you're much more interesting than me anyway. Why do you think Chow got so interested in you?
I have no idea.
Because you're unique.
Chow's a troll. I mean, it's just Chow's a troll.
Schmuel, do you hear what I said? Because you're a unique personality in the Dabbleverse, and so many shows are exactly the fucking same. And you're unique, and that's why Chow was interested in you. Why do I like Mia Musk? Do you think? Have a wild guess.
You're going to say they're unique.
Thank you. Why do I enjoy Brian Landon?
I guess he's unique. Is that the answer?
I rest your case.
Yeah.
Rest my
See,
case even.
I look. To be honest, I think
I like unique
Brian
people. I like
Brian
unique
Land. I think
personalities.
Brian Landon. I don't really watch his stream. I met him. I've seen some of the stuff he does. I would say it was unique. I don't think the Mira Musk stuff is unique.
Schmuel,
Because Chow to me comes across as a guy. It's a one string violin. He just plays it over and over again, and occasionally he hits a good note.
well, Mia Musk was the only person that had me on, so they were unique during those times because they were the only stream that would have me on. So they were unique because they were the one that had Stealth Chaos on as a guest sometimes.
Well, they try to get but look, that's their thing, right? Their thing
Right.
is to bring people on to troll them. That's what they
Right,
do.
exactly. So I didn't go on Mia Musk to shit on people. I went on to get trolled, apparently, and to see how they fuck with me, because everyone thought they were gonna drop the hammer on me, and I don't think it's happened quite yet. But yeah. So yeah. Anyway, sorry, Kim Nicholson, 420. Landon does a good stream. There you go. Well, they Schmuel bringing up the opposite
There
point
we
of
go.
view.
All right.
Good host.
Give us your thoughts on Karmic, because this old man is about to start
I'm
falling
writing
asleep.
I'm writing a book on karmic, and it's called The Valley of Men Manual. But anyway, what do you think about DJ Electrified? $2. Schmuel, I sent you a video in your ex. She's great. What do you know about?
Thank you.
Have you had her on?
I've had her on, and it was one of the best streams that I have done.
I've heard a
thought-
rumor that she's back in circulation now, and she's gonna come back. So maybe you might want to send her the link and talk about her experiences in the dab.
Yeah, look,
You guys are in love.
this-
She told me all about the DMs, but we don't have to talk about you DMing.
I think that look, I think that women in the dab get shit on and mistreated, and look, the misogyny and racism and whatnot that goes on in here is unbelievable
not from
to me.
not
But
from me.
it's not surprising. But yeah, I thought what they did to DJ, I wasn't happy about it. But
I didn't think it wasn't that much though. She just kind of got sick of it. I think she did a stealth curse and just left. She got sick. She's like, "Fuck you guys." I think that's all that happened, really. And it's funny because me and her, we're not particularly similar either. I kind of I like going on shows with people that aren't similar to me, which is why I came on here, and I think it would be interesting to go on NJ Ranger for him to own me. DJ Electrify, no, it's about exactly what was going on tonight. So, she's talking to totally not just Denny fans. So bye. We have no context for any of this.
I'm sorry. We're gonna. When we finish. There's no rush, but when we finish, I will. What do you call it? I will try to close with her stream. Although I have trouble getting stuff over from Twitter onto EVMux. So if it were emailed to me at buckman@buckmanpod.com, that might be better.
Have you seen the Dario Dario video? That was like there's like a final. The Dario video, and there's one that's like 10 hours long. Have you seen that video?
No, I have not.
The dumb like all the dummies go around like chanting it to themselves like Dario. I feel embarrassed even saying it, but yeah,
It's possible, but
it's incredibly popular. Schmuel. You don't watch Final Boss at all, do you? You don't care about Final Boss at all, do you?
No, I watch Final Boss.
You don't.
Yeah, Schmuel, I sent you a video in your X. Thank you, DJ Electra, for $2. I got it. And,
Okay, Carmax.
Carmax. What do you think of the?
Carmax. Well, it's a massive, and I'm bad at telling stories. Okay, I'll tell you where it stands right now. He started trying to do. First of all, he kicked me off he blocked me out of his chat because I'm being unhelpful and I won't go on his show, and he doesn't like that. I'm not helping the karmic concern. So he kicked me out of his chat and he said, I'm out of the Stelcast business for life. Direct quote. And then the next day, he started singing karaoke songs on his stream. When I used to sing songs on his stream and he didn't sing shit, but I went on, but now he's singing karaoke songs. So I'm really excited about this. I think this is a great new thing for comics to be embarking on. And everyone's excited about it. All his 50 viewers are really excited about it at the moment. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge comics. I mean, you never read my Twitter, but I put up a Twitter thing where I'm challenging comics to a karaoke off, and the loser can never stream again, ever. And the judges are going to be Felicia and are you still there, Schmuel?
I am. Yeah, I'm listening to you.
My God, you're a Zen master, dude. You look like you're meditating. You look like anyway. I won't go into that. It was a compliment. Yeah, so I'm gonna. The loser has to quit streaming forever and never stream again. And the judges are going to be Kevin Brennan and Felicia Gillespie. And that's how I'm going to make my name in the Dabbleverse, by getting. Of course, Karmic sings but he sings like an angel. Everyone knows that. He's a fantastic performer.
All right, but let's be realistic. Do you think that? Do you think he's talented? What's your story? Or do you think it's? I find Karmic. It's
Okay,
trite. I don't find
first-
it very. I don't find it. I don't find it interesting or compelling. I know that people do like watching his stream,
Right.
and I don't begrudge them for that. But
So why did I come into the Dabbleverse? Was I interested? I came in through. I was watching Parry Caravello, and then I came into the Dabbleverse, and I found Kevin Brennan. So why did I tell you like 5-6 times today? And I always repeat the same shit because it's the truth. Why am I attracted to the Dabbleverse?
all right, why are you attracted to the Dabbleverse?
You know, it's weirdos. So comics are fucking weirdo. And I love watching weirdos do their thing. And I'm a student of human nature. And comic is he's complete unique. I've never seen anything like it. He's completely delusional. I think he's got issues going on, the way that he can, some of the things he does are quite breathtaking. Like, this is going back a bit, but when he shat on, what's she called? The weeaboo, Pat Dixon's woman,
Taz.
When he shat on Taz, and like basically, he said absolutely fucking horrendous shit about her, and got completely drunk out of his fucking mind, and it was like the biggest debacle anyone had ever seen before on the Dabbleverse. Maybe you probably correct me because you probably know more about it than I do, but for me that was fucking breathtaking. But the big thing was the next day he came on, he didn't even mention it. It was like nothing like he'd had his mind wiped. Now, I don't know how he pulled
Is that because he's just stupid, or
that's what's intriguing. Nobody knows. I can't tell him. I can't call anyone a liar without knowing all the facts. I can't tell him, but I can say I'm fucking intrigued because I couldn't pull that off. Because if I'd done that, you wouldn't have seen me for another fucking couple of months. But he came back the next day and didn't even mention it. It's like it never happened. So aliens had come down, taken them into his spaceship, anally probed him and given him a mind wipe, or he's a sociopath and takes absolutely no responsibility for anything he does and doesn't give a fuck, or I'm very jealous of him if that's the case, or he was, like he says, whatever you do when you're drunk, it doesn't matter. You have no responsibility for whatever. You can kill somebody and nobody can put you in jail for it, which is what he thinks.
I'm with Doodle on this one. He was probably blacked out drunk and didn't remember what he said.
That's what he says. So thank you for backing up Karmic. Thank you for giving him a get out of jail free card, because he thinks that because he's blackout drunk, he can do whatever the fuck he likes. So thanks, Doodle, for allowing Karmic to just shit on people indiscriminately, tell lies about people.
No, it's not. But he's not getting permission for that. I mean, that may be what goes on in his mind. But other people hold him, or should hold him, responsible for
I'm
it.
being dramatic. I love Doodle. Doodle knows I love her. I'm being dramatic. Real ones know who I like.
I feel in what do you call it? my thing about Karmic is I think the guy really needs help, but
But fuck him.
like
He's not.
like
He's.
mental health. But that's not my.
I'm
I'm
not.
not here
I'm
to
not a
save
nice
the
guy.
universe.
I think the people around him need help. I think. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I think. This is a unique take. I think AI music is actually bad for your brain, and I think it's bad for your health. I think it's. I think listening to AM. I'm not. This is the truth. Maybe I'm crazy. I think AI music is bad for your brain. I think it actually is harmful for your brain because it's synthetic, and I think natural things are always better than synthetics. And I think that when you're around natural things, natural foods, organic foods, like in your fresh air, in swimming in the clean water, then taking in organic sunshine, great. And everything synthetic that you're taking in is basically low-key toxic to you. I think listening to that music is toxic, and I think kind of watching that show is getting brain damage. And I know because I think that's why I'm so
Well,
stupid now, I think.
look, I would disagree on the AI music. I think in the hands of the right person, it's just another tool. It's an instrument that to be played and to be played with. My thing with Karmic though is he hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything interesting in the AI music thing in at least a year. And I'm beginning to wonder whether that was actually his music or somebody else's when he got here, because he certainly hasn't done anything original
I
in forever.
1000% completely agree with you, and that's for me what makes him fascinating, because like he's doing this karaoke now, and he 100% thinks he's good at it. I swear to God, it's not a bit. He thinks he's good.
Well, he's an idiot. And as I think it was Melton that pointed out, there will always be enough pay pigs in the Dabbleverse to keep these guys like Karmic, guys like Steel Toe,
Guys like
with
Melton.
just enough money to keep doing this forever, no matter how embarrassing they
Yeah, and
are.
Melton's one of them, of course.
How is Melton one of them?
I think Melton's a really nasty piece of shit. I think Melton is responsible. I shouldn't say this because I'm going to get buried for this. I think Melton is responsible for really the nasty side of the Dabbleverse that isn't fun, of shitting on people, humiliating people endlessly for months and months and months. I think he is responsible for really nasty shit. Not fun, not funny, just shitting on people relentlessly. And I think the people that watch mental show,
Like
Melton
who
show.
you, but who are you talking about with him?
I don't. I've been in his. I've been in his. I've gone. I used to go into his chat, Schmuel, and just take on the whole chat and tell them they're all a bunch of degenerate fucks. I used to do that back in the day. You haven't seen that side of me, have you, my darling?
Right, but I mean, look, Milton wasn't the guy that suggested Aaron get in a polycule, lose
All
his
right,
wife, go to
Schmuel.
jail. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that that deserves to be made fun of.
I consider that all to be gossip and beneath me, and I don't do gossip. And I think that a lot of Dabbleverse shows are basically The View, and I think The View is a despicable show. It's a bunch of gossiping, lying women, pushing narratives which are not true, pushing political agendas and shit. And I think that it's absolutely disgusting show. And I think a lot of Dabbleverse shows are like that. So I just watch the weirdos and the eccentrics and the fuck ups.
And you don't think you have, but you don't think you think you're above that.
No, I've been on this. I've been on Karmic Stream, and everyone thinks I'm a. People hate me because I've been on Karmic Stream and didn't call him and say all these things to his face. But the point is, and I'll tell you right. I'll tell you, you can't go on that. If you go on his stream and tell those things to his face, he'll kick you the fuck off and ban you. You've got to play the long game, you motherfuckers, and I'm playing the fucking long game. I think I'm probably still like, I can probably still go back on his stream at some point. I guess I don't think all my bridges are burned.
I've been banned from his stream since like day one.
You
So
probably haven't though. You probably haven't. He's such a flip flopper.
but I can't be bothered. I don't find him interesting, and
I know. So
I find it's my thing is, you talk about gossip and The View. That's one thing I find a guy like Karmic sad Like he's
Yes.
a sad
Not
character
sad
to
enough
me,
though. Not
and
sad
that
enough.
I cannot, and
All right, Schmuel, but
that's
he's
what I
also.
dislike.
I agree. But the difference is he's also very nasty.
Yeah, he is, but
So you don't have to.
the
So you.
lashing out. It's the lashing out of a sad man,
No, yeah.
right?
No,
I
no,
mean,
no, no, no,
he's
no.
got nothing, and then, but I also think we could let him get the man is he's 42 years old. It's like, when is he going to start living a life?
Okay, Schmuel.
It's hard to watch. It's like watching Chad.
If you were on a Clown Town and somebody on Clown Town called me gay, which they do quite often, like Stealth is a gay skeleton or a skeletor, and which they do quite often, despite what Big W said about us being on good terms, which is kind of not true. Karmic would laugh it up. He'd love it because he's a nasty guy. He used to, on his ex, he used to say loyal as fuck. Now, thankfully, he's taken it off now. And I don't know if it's because he suddenly woke up one day and realized he's full of shit, but he ain't loyal at all. I mean, if he's going to be loyal, he's got to be loyal to Final Boss and to me. But he's only loyal to people that give him money, basically.
He's not, and he's not loyal. He's not loyal to them either. But he's
So
nothing. I mean,
that's why-
the thing with Karmic is the guy's got a great radio voice. He
No, he
sits behind the
hasn't.
mic. He
What are you
sits
talking
behind the
about?
mic when he's alone, yells and screams and hollers, and then when he's on Kevin Brennan's show, it's yeah, boss, yeah,
Okay.
boss.
Again, this
You
is
know?
a good podcast because me and you are completely yin and yang, and we disagree on everything, but we can be civil to each other. You think he's got a great radio voice because you don't ever watch his stream. I think he's got a nails on chalkboard voice. But then again, it's maybe we like different music, you know.
Well, I'll use your word. It's unique.
Yeah, because he's such a great musician that he screamed it into he absolutely destroyed it, and it wasn't that great to begin with, but he destroyed it. You know what the funniest thing? This is fucking comedy gold. He claims to be a musician, but nobody has ever seen him holding a real instrument.
Yeah, this is. I've said 1,000 times the only guitar I've ever seen him hold was one made of cardboard.
Yeah, and he destroyed it when I went on a stream and said, "What the fuck are you doing?" Apologized to that guy, and it was given to him free. So he's a vile piece of shit, and that's why it's funny to see him fucking up so badly. Because if he's a vile piece of shit, then fair dues. If it's a guy that's been on your stream and helped you grow your stream and has always been okay with you and has saved your show on certain occasions, maybe you shouldn't have a laugh at his expense. Maybe that's not cool. I don't know. I don't know how you do it in the States.
Look, I don't know. I honestly, I don't pay attention to him, and I don't watch Kevin Brennan that much, and so
Me neither.
I'm kind of boring, and you know.
That's what I say. Don't say that. Say you're old. I say I'm boring.
No, I'm definitely boring.
have
I
a lot
enjoy,
of
but
viewers, though.
look, my thing that one of the things that I enjoy is I enjoy watching people who think they're smarter than everybody else, make fools of themselves. That's the part that I enjoy.
That's my boy. You've got to watch him. Schmuel, also, to a certain extent, and this is not going in my favor, but to a certain extent, I do think that the host has to kind of be boring and bring on very interesting guests. To a certain extent, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think the host needs to be boring, but I think what the host needs to do is when he's got guests on and the guests are going at it or having a good conversation, it's important to sit back and let them go.
All right. For context, I used to go on a show with the host that if a guest gets too interesting or too popular, they kick him off and shit on them because they want to be the focus of everybody. They're incredibly narcissistic buffoon. And if you become too interesting, they'll shit on you and kick you off and talk shit about you.
Yeah, I'm probably not. That's probably not something that I'm familiar with or see, and it's not the people that I stream with.
I think it's like the very, very depths of the Doubleverse. I don't think you're even. It's the shadow of like, to use a Jungian term. It's the shadow of Clowntown. Is what it is. It's Clowntown of clowns. Whatever the fuck. I don't want to apply.
Clowntown is different though, because Clowntown has a shit ton of people on it, and they let people go. Uh, and
Yeah,
and,
because
and I
the people are all tired and they don't have anything to say really, and they have no original takes, and it's kind of boring until someone go like you go on with someone that's accusing you of some shit, and then it all kicks off. Clowntown to me, uh, they're basically, and the reason I went on is because everyone it was so fucking boring. Someone had to do something about it, and same with MKE.
so you're
Um,
saying you went on to Clowntown to save it?
I went on because people asked me to go on,
Okay. All right.
and
Hey,
that's a
buddy,
fact.
listen. It's been a blast. I hope we get to do this again, and we'll do it with just the two of us. But this old man is about to pass out,
We're
and
supposed to be the same age. Okay,
and
but thanks for
yeah,
having me
well,
on, and
I
thanks for
don't
letting me
mind.
piss
Look,
my mouth.
the thing is, Stella, I don't mind being old. I don't really have anything to look back and regret, and you know, it it's a happy life. Do I like being old? No. Do I see all of this new technology and a new world developing and wish I was younger and a part of it? Of course. But
Do you? I look at the younger generation and what they've got and the culture and what's happening in the world, and I think, fucking thank God I'm going to be out of this pretty soon.
I don't look, man. I'm an old school lefty. I think you can change. Like it's always been part of the change. I do laugh at these guys. You know, and they're the things that they do, the things that they think are going to change the world, but they're very much. It's just repetitive.
That's
Not a
an
lot of
interesting.
sense. Not a
That's
lot
an
of sense of
interesting.
history.
An interesting point for another time, because I think there are. You just said you owned up to it. You said you're an old school lefty. I think there's a bunch of leftist ideologues in the Dabbleverse, but they don't own up to it. And I think they kind of come at me quite a lot as well because they sense something's off about my politics. But yeah, so
Well, it's possible to be an old. Look, there is the argument that an old school lefty right now is a right wing Republican, basically, right?
I'm like an
So,
old school liberal that got like liberals that got turned into fucking maniacs. Basically, is what happened. I don't want to be a liberal because what they call a liberal now, I call a fascist. So everything's kind of upside down. But that's another. Sorry, I'm derailing
look,
everything. Thank you
the
for
deal.
having me on.
Look,
It was
the thing,
very interesting.
the thing with old school liberals that's different is um, we
We smoke
would
pot.
we did not know. It's the old NAACP. Not NAACP. I'm tired of mixing my acronyms here,
I'm
but
not the guy that's going to
the
pick you up on that.
ACLU, you know, taking a stand for what's right, regardless of who the scumbag was in it. So uh, we this attempting to control speech is the worst thing that's ever going to happen, has ever happened. Anyway, I'm being
100%.
an asshole. Let me go, and thank you very much for coming on. I will send you a DM. We'll do this again soon.
Sorry for not
And
coming up. Sorry for not coming up. It's just the timing was not bad for me.
no, it's fine, dude. It's fine. I tend to listen more than I look anyway, and so it was great. And we'll move on. All
Thanks a
right.
lot.
So let me say goodnight to you. Bye.
Sayonara.
Good night. All right, guys. It's Schmuel. I'm tired. I'm done. Wow, that was only 2 hours and 59 minutes. It felt like it was a lifetime. So I hope you got your fill of stealth. And I honest to God, I don't know what to say. I think that, you know, we were, but I think Steltz's view, I said it to him and I'll say it here. I think Steltz's view of himself is very different than the view that we see of him. Um, but hopefully we'll get to talk again. And it's been really, really cool. ACLU, that's controlled opposition, Schmuel. Um, we have to go back. We have to go back a long time. But you guys got to remember that you know when I was a kid, and they were older than me, but I remember these guys like, the old school lefties ringing the Pentagon and, sitting in a lotus position, meditating to actually lift the Pentagon, to levitate the Pentagon. I mean, that was some funny shit. We don't have that stuff now. So there we go. All right. But in any event, let's go. Good night.